Good evening, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a nice Wednesday here where we're going to be checking out the release of Pokemon Stadium on Nintendo Switch Online. Mainly doing the minigames, so anyone who wants to join in, you're more than welcome to. Add that friend code down below. And yeah, you could be the next minigame champion. We're going to be jumping in just a minute, but hope you're all having a great night. Thanks again for stopping by, and yeah, hope we have some fun here. Just gonna make sure everything sounds good, and then we should be good to go. Jack Crick, welcome! So, Random Game of the Day has like essentially transformed into my streams in a way. Where the streams are just kind of, playing those games that not always a rhyme or reason to it in the sense of the NES. It's like, I'm working through them in order in that regard, but still the ones I choose to stream are kind of random, or sometimes I stream games that aren't NES games, and that kind of comes out of nowhere. So I'd say that streams are kind of the evolution of Random Game of the Day. To the point where it's, it's no longer like, an edited video, but they're still pretty random at times. And I hope you've been enjoying the streams, but in regards to the actual Random Game of the Day series, it's probably pretty done for the time being. Like, I also do some other videos too where I just check out a random game, such as the Ancient Super Mario World ROM hacks. That's what I'm trying to get at. Is I plan to make more of those as well. Like I did the Wario World ROM hack back in November, I think it was. So it's been surprisingly long. I'm not sure. I meant to do them more frequently than that, but that will be coming back soon. So, that's kind of like a random game, but, not labeled under the Random Game of the Day name per se. But really appreciate that you still think about that series. I look back at some of those videos. They're really old at this point, but it was a fun series to do at the time. But that was, of course, a YouTube before. You could stream here and, all the other advancements that have happened now. So I really like the kind of streams that I do. I do have I've mentioned before, a Donkey Kong Country themed Let's Play in mind for later on in the year, so that will kind of be a throwback to some of my older content. But again, thanks for the question. Again, I hope you've been enjoying the streams, which I kind of look at, as the evolution of that. Like we did a stream a couple weeks ago. It was like Little Mermaid and Little Nemo, the Dream Master, in one stream. So that was almost kind of playing, two games, Random Game of the Day style. Jack Crick, well, thank you so much, for coming back to check things out. Hope you like what you see. It's a little bit different, but also a little bit the same, too, I think. I like trying to keep that older styled, YouTube content alive, while I've also done more kind of, modern type reviews as well. So I like my channel being kind of a mix in that regard, but alright, Pokemon Stadium release. Where do we want to put this in the list? Well, it definitely goes down here with these guys. So, that goes like that. That goes like that. Reorganizing everything takes like 5 years, like that. Alright. Looking pretty good. One more game and we'll have, perfect rows of 4, which I like there. But again, good evening, everyone. Hope you're ready for some Pokemon Stadium fun. Apparently it released at like midnight, which I'm really surprised to hear. There was a time when Nintendo's saying a game came out digitally on a certain day. You never knew what time of the day it actually meant. Like, I think it was when the like Gen 1 or Gen 2 Pokemon games came out on the 3DS eShop. They didn't show up till like 8 p.m. or something, so you just never knew. But now it seems like they're kind of on the ball and they do midnight releases, so knowing that, maybe when Pokemon Stadium 2 comes out, we'll do a midnight release for that. I just wasn't prepared for it in this case. But I'm going to open up the online rooms, which means that anyone who has my friend code, you can join in and play the mini games, which we're about to do. Play while we wait. No passcode. So yeah, just go to your Nintendo 64 online app, and then on the left side there, you should be able to find my game. I did not mean to invite anyone. There you go. Kick the Pumpkin, welcome. Hope you're having a great night. And again, Jack Crick, it just means a lot, hearing that, you thought about my channel again after that time. And I appreciate it. I've been doing YouTube for a while. Back with my latest, latest thing here. Let's see how far we can go. That's my goal now. It's like, YouTube's always been a very fun thing for me, but I'm kind of curious, just how far can I push it? When will we hit, that 100,000 subscribers? When will I get that silver, that silver plaque? I kind of want the plaque. I've always appreciated the silver plaque. It looks kind of cool. And there was like 2 versions of it. There was the old one, which was like the, the silver play button and like a glass frame. And then there's the more modern ones. I actually like the more modern ones. So, I think that on the wall would look really cool. And of course, all throughout, I plan to continue, bringing people enjoyable content and, to see everyone having fun with it and liking it. I really appreciate that and hope that, that continues to be the case. But anyway, the room is open for anyone who wants to join in some Pokemon Stadium minigames. Might as well boot up the game. Watch that opening that blew every kid's mind back in, like, 1999. Pokemon in 3D, it's like, whoa! And of course, there's been lots of talk lately about the transfer pack working with Pokemon Stadium on the Nintendo 64. But it talks about it here, but as of now, that functionality is not added in. Let's see what happens if we go to the Game Boy Tower. I'm guessing it's just going to give us, the message as if there's nothing inserted. But there's nothing that says that can't change at some point. You never know. And my bet is we're going to see the older generation Pokemon games on the Switch eventually. Just because they're not on the 3DS anymore, it would only make sense. But someone mentioned that now in Europe, any game that has any gambling whatsoever is automatically classified as like an 18+ game. So that might impede Nintendo's ability to re-release, gens 1 and 2 and, up to 4 really. The last gen that had a game corner. I always loved the game corner. That's just some silly slot machines and card games. It's like, I'd rather have a video game to do some fake gambling on than take my money down to the real casino and go broke in that regard. But clearly the legislators in Europe know better than me, someone who's never lost any money gambling, so whatever. But yeah, even if you watch like trailers for the re-releases in Europe for the 3DS, they're rated like 13+ because of gambling, everyone. No. Do it responsibly and, gamble when you want. Just don't bet like your mortgage or whatever and you should be fine, right? Like, it's more about teaching responsibility than I think it should be about just banning gambling altogether. But, it's easier to just do that, I guess. You will, Rob, welcome! You will freak when Gens 1 and 2 are released on Nintendo Switch Online. Again, hopefully they do. I have high hopes that they will. I'm pretty confident we'll see that eventually. But yeah, it'll be a great day when they do. And again, with the Game Boy Advance app, we'll probably see Gens 3 at some point too. But remember, you can join in. Add my friend code down below. Open up your Nintendo Switch Online app and just search for people playing, and you should be able to join in our mini-games here. Yeah, we're gonna get started in just a second with the kids club. It's like, you gotta be like under 2 years old to play these mini-games. Kind of a silly thing to refer to it as, but we'll let it slide. And I always assumed that they were going to release Pokemon Stadium like 1 and 2 on the same day. I guess it was the fact that they released Mario Party 1 and 2 on the same day that, kind of gave that impression, but here we are with only Pokemon Stadium 1 so far. Pokemon Stadium 2 had an even cooler minigame mode. So we'll definitely be checking that out again when they release it. But again, welcome everyone. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. And yeah. So yeah, I can pick like single games or you can do like a whole tournament thing. But before we get to that then, let's see what else we got. So yeah, since there's no Game Boy connectivity, that means that you're going to have to use only rental Pokemon to beat like the different tournaments, to beat the Gym Leader Castle. Such cool features. I really enjoyed that. And of course, one of the coolest rewards for beating all of this is the ability to speed up the emulation in the Game Boy Tower so that you can like, play your games at Mach speed. I recently did a stream, and I say recently, I think it was already back in February, so I can't believe it's been 2 months. I did a stream where I beat Pokemon Red, all 8 badges and the Pokemon League in 5 hours by using the 3x emulation speed up. So that was a really fun stream. So, that's the thing. People ask, well, what's the point of having the Game Boy Tower accessible in this if, you can just play the games otherwise? But those emulation speed up features are actually really nice. Diego, hello, welcome! We're playing Pokemon Stadium online. Feel free to join in. The minigames, you don't even need like any prior Pokemon knowledge. They're basically all like reject Mario Party minigames, but they got Pokemon in there, so it's extra fun. So I've heard a rumor that if you beat like, you know, a whole bunch of minigames in a row on hard, apparently you unlock very hard, which I've never experienced, but I can only imagine how hard it would be. Hello Hedgehog Man 17, good evening, hope you're having a great night. Again, anyone watching, friend code down below, add that and you could join in. Let me make sure, like I think I've got the online setup. If anyone's trying to get in and you can't, let me know. Sure, let's try. I don't think there's any way to do random. I'm just gonna mash the stick here. Whatever we land on is the one we're gonna play. Alright, drowsy time, here we go. So, again, they're very basic mini games, and to play them on your own, it's like, eh. But when you get, you know, 4 friends together when you're playing them, it's when it's really fun. So, you gotta press A the moment that the thing is over the red thing. And I just gotta get used to playing it on the Switch here. All of my mistakes will be blamed on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It's always a weird time, you know, playing a game with a controller that you're not normally used to. In this case, not sure how I'm screwing this one up, but the ball that's going back and forth, the pendulum, even changes to like a white color when you know you're supposed to press it. I mean, there must be something, like a little bit of a lag. So I feel like I'm getting it pretty good, but the game clearly does not agree. Clearly not. That's something that we'll learn as the night goes on. But again, welcome! Yeah, Blue Hedgehog Man, you should have no trouble getting in there if you have the expansion pass, plus you got me added as a friend. Prince Scotticus Pierce, welcome! You're on Koga's Gym. The first 3 trainers are the hardest part of Gym Castle. Rental Pokemon are trash. Absolutely. That was why when they announced this for Nintendo Switch Online, I could not believe it. You know, without that Pokemon Game Boy compatibility, I figured that they would have to add it in at some point to go along with it. And people doubt that, and you know, everyone's going to have their own opinion in that regard. And I guess, you know, getting your hopes up for something that Nintendo does can be a risky move. But we'll see. Okay, let's try a game that maybe I can be a little less accurate. So for this one, those boulders are coming at you, and you press the A button to not get mushed by the boulders. But you don't want to, and for as long as you hold the A button, you know, you'll be protected. But the longer you hold it, that bar goes down in front of you. So you want to try and get it like as right on as possible. And of course, taking a hit from the boulder makes the bar go down even faster, so you want to avoid that. Alright, clearly I gotta up my Pokemon Stadium game, but see, you could be the winner. Clearly, you can destroy me if you join in. Christian, good evening. Hope you're having a great night. Feel free to join in for some Pokemon Stadium fun. Clearly, I'm an easy guy to beat at this moment, but we're just warming up here. I was mentioning though, you know, this had a midnight release, which I was not expecting in the slightest. There was a time when Nintendo released something digitally, you never knew what point in the day it was coming out. Now, suddenly, you know, Nintendo's actually on the ball in this case, and, you know, it came out right at midnight. So I'm thinking next time when Pokemon Stadium 2 comes out, maybe we'll do a midnight thing. I just was not prepared for it in this case. Instead, I was finishing up the editing of the next part of my top, or rather, all the NES game rankings, which will be coming out tomorrow, so look forward to that. Whoa, we got Jennifer joining here. Welcome. Thank you so much. And is anyone else joining in? Should I wait another couple minutes, or should we, you know, get on with this one? You don't have to do like a big thing. A big fill. It's super effective. Yeah, that poor Metapod there. Wow, back in the day when there was like 150 Pokemon plus 1. Oh, you're joining in, Christian. Excellent. Yeah, again, they're like Mario Party minigames. You don't have to know anything about Pokemon to have a good time here. If they won't drop the Kanto minigames, or Kanto games, the minigames with your friends are the only reason to play. these games at this point. Yeah, I mean, they're still great games. You know, even the mini games are a lot of fun, particularly Pokemon Stadium 2 I was always more fond of, but we're going to have fun here tonight as well. But yeah, I mean, I guess I can appreciate it at least for the mini games being on here. We got 2 more spots open. Christian waiting for that installation. Yeah, it's tricky like that. You can't play anything these days without waiting 5 minutes for it to update. Oh, Diego, not feeling great today? Well, hope you enjoy watching, and yeah, thanks for stopping by. Big Phil played hours and hours of the mini games as a kid. They are all great. They really are. Like, I have such fond memories. You know, N64 and GameCube were the ultimate multiplayer consoles back in the day, and still probably the 2 consoles I played more multiplayer on than any other consoles. You know, Nintendo slapped 4 controller ports on the front there, and they knew what they were doing. They had the games to back that up. But Christian, welcome! Anyone else join in, or we can get started with 3 players and a computer. Might not be the worst idea. I see Jomar joining. Well, not joining, rather. Jomar just booted up Nintendo 64 Online. So we'll give it another 30 seconds, see if anyone else joins. And then, yeah, we will see who's the best. I'm guessing it's not me, but, you know, why get yourself down before we've even tried? Alright, so if I press A, and I think everyone else has to press A too. Oh, we got 2-player. I think, Christian, you probably have to press A as well. Oh, we got Christian. Okay, I'll give it 15 more seconds to see if anyone joins. Otherwise, we're going in with the computer player. But yeah, like, these could easily have been mini games and, you know, like a Mario Party game. I'm surprised they never did, you know, a Pokemon board game at some point. There was like Pokemon Monopoly I owned as a kid, but that was like, you know, a physical board game. I'm surprised, you know, there was never actually like, you know, a video game board game featuring Pokemon. Seems like it would have made a lot of sense. Ah, Jomar, you got in just in time. Welcome. Unless there was one, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm thinking, you know, Fortune Street and, you know, Wii Party, all the different board games that Nintendo's done over the years. I can't think of a digital Pokemon one. There was actually, you know, that Pokemon anime board game where, like, you travel around Kanto. A few friends had that. Always kind of a weird one to play. But welcome, Jomar! Yeah, so press the A button. You can join in as player 4. And we've got a game on our hands here. Excellent! Okay, so let's not start... I think you can do up to, like, 7, right? Oh, wow, you can really go high. So let's keep it simple to start. You know, let's not wear anyone out, and then maybe we'll go up to, like, 5 next time. Because assuming that, you know, the same person doesn't win every time. You know, even going up to 3, it's still pretty, you know, it can still last a little bit. Okay, so we're back to the Snorlax one here again. Where you gotta press the A button at the perfect time, and I guess I gotta press the start button. So, yeah, the controls for these games are typically very simple. Usually just using a button or 2, and in this case, you press the A button right when the pendulum passes over that center point there. And yeah, there's like a weird lag to it that I don't remember on the N64, which is gonna happen, you know, on a more modern console, I guess. And again, you know, I don't judge any of you based on your performances in these first few mini games. We all gotta warm up. We're all not doing so well, but again, I blame that more on the online lag and stuff than anything, probably. This is just beautiful. This is just going so well. Overall, though, we've had good luck playing Nintendo Switch online games. The worst was that one time we played Horrorland in Mario Party 2. And it lagged, like, all day long. And I felt so sick that night that I, like, just really wanted to hurry up and get it done so I could, you know, go and crash on the couch. And that one 20-turn game of Horrorland lasted, like 2 hours. It was crazy. But Christian with the win. Nicely done. That's 1 star for you. And again, first to 3 wins. You won, Christian. I don't know what happened there. I have no idea. Diego, you played this game for the first time yesterday. And you kind of understand now why people were upset about not being able to transfer Pokemon. Yeah, like, it was made for that purpose. You don't like Snorwar, Blue Hedgehog Man. I totally get that. Wing Pick, welcome! Hope you're having a great night. Alright, so Magikarp jump. So you press the A button to like jump up and hit a thing. And then you want to press A as soon as you can after he hits the ground again to jump again. So again, you know, the most basic mini games ever conceived. I feel like the second game's mini games were a little bit more involved. I guess, you know, the fact that they call it the Kids Club in this one implies that, you know, they're pretty basic. I forget if it was called the Kids Club in Stadium 2. There you go, somehow I won that one, and that's all there is to it. They're essentially like WarioWare minigames. You know, Mario Party minigames not even WarioWare, because WarioWare minigames just literally use that A button, and that's it. Alright, Christian and I tied with 1 star. And it's nice that, you know, it lets those kind of lagging a little pick the next game. So, you know, if there's one you're good at, you can grab that one. The Rattata is a really fun one. So, you mash the A button to run, and then you press up on the controller, I believe it is, to jump. Or maybe it could be like, you know, any direction. You know, it says up there, press up on the control pad to jump over hurdles. Yeah, so it's basically a race. Whoever is in 4th automatically selects Blue Hedgehog Man. Correct! So, okay. I think everyone's probably had a chance to read that. And it's just a matter of remembering which one. Oh my god, there's lag. Everyone hit the barrier. You gotta jump. You gotta definitely press the D-pad a little bit early there. Ooh. That is awkward. Nicely done, though, Jennifer, with the win. Yeah, everything's evening out nicely here. And I believe that's Jomar then with the pick. So yeah, 9 minigames in this one. I think it was up to 12 in Pokemon Stadium 2, but alright, this is a classic. No excuse for the lag on this one. Actually, maybe. The lag might be a problem on this one. Basically, it's a memorization game. A pattern of directional buttons on the controller will show up, and you just gotta repeat that when the time comes. Nothing too, you know, out there with this one, but it still gets tricky for sure. So you just remember the pattern. Down, left, up, and... I feel like the stream would really help you cheat with this one. Oh no, we got Jennifer with the not entering anything. Christian with the 1 mistake, but it's not 1 mistake and you're out. You got a bit of an extra chance. Down, left, up, down. Left. Oh no. No, it can be tough to remember for sure. And you know, with all the modern conveniences out there, there's no guarantee people aren't like taking photos. I might have got the last one wrong. I think it was up. It was either up left or up right, I think. Ooh, I got it. It was up left. I don't know about the last 2. Oh! Alright, we both got 2 wrong there. It gets long, though. It comes to a point where it's really tough to remember. Down, left, up, down. Oh. Wow. Okay. Oh, okay, so it ends at, I don't know if I've ever really seen the end of that. Probably at some point. And so once you get to the full chalkboard, it's just whoever had the most health left. Good game, everyone. Good game. Alright, Jomar with the pick again. But you know, I like back in the day when there was just 150 Pokemon. It was so easy to remember. You know, they were so easily identifiable. You know, every Pokemon kind of felt like it had its place. Where now it's like, you know, there's so many just, you know, flying and, you know, rock and stuff. Where, at least as someone who grew up back in those days. You know, if it just felt, it was just so nice to be like, oh my gosh, you know, there's that Pokemon and there's that Pokemon. But now there's so many. So in this one, you just press L and R really fast to dig, like that, and then you win. And that's the Sandshrew game. Whoa, and that was 3. I thought I still had one more to go, but that makes sense then. I am the champion. But it takes some warming up, so let's do it again. Let's do first to 5 this time. If we go to play again, will it let us change that setting? I believe so. But thanks again, everyone, for joining in tonight. In the chat, if there's anyone else who wants to play, please post a message. And then I'll know that, you know, we should rearrange, you know, the players. But otherwise, now this is all going good. Andrew the Gamer got not by a long shot, Big Phil. Not by a long shot. So this one is the good old ring toss. You tilt back the stick. So the N64 controller was really great for getting like an accurate reading when you tilt the control stick in certain directions. I feel like that's been lost on modern controllers. It's really unfortunate, but we gotta try and do what we can do with our, you know, whatever controller you're using in this case. So basically, tilt back a bit, try to throw rings onto Digletts that pop up. I get the feeling I'm not gonna be so good at this one. Oh, okay, so you use the D-pad to move left and right, so that's the trick. And this is particularly awkward because of, you know, it's not the N64 controller. Where the N64 controller was, it was made to either, you know, hold put your left hand where the D-pad was, or put your left hand where the control stick was, and you could hold it in like all these different ways. And I feel like it's underappreciated in that regard, just because it is kind of a weird design. And, you know, not many games really use the D-pad overall. You know, this game being one of them, like Mischief Makers. Like a whole 3 games use the N64 D-pad. Kirby, I think. Alright, we got 1. I'm going to consider that, ooh, we got Goldman there. Oh, no. Jomar with the win. Nicely done. Daisy, hope you're having a great night. Can you join? So, thanks for letting me know then that there's other people in the chat wanting to play. So yeah, right now, we got 4 people in. But, you know, after a couple of rounds, we might see some spots open up. So, I hope you enjoy watching for now, and I hope you can get in later. Alright, Magikarp jump again. Let's go. Have we played all the games? There might be 1 or 2 we haven't played yet. So it's all about getting that A button pressed, like, immediately after it lands. And, you know, if you mess that up, you gotta get stuck on the ground for a second. Oh! Well, we're all really close here. Whoa, by 1. But thank you, Daisy. We're having a great time, and I hope you're having a great night as well. So, Pokemon Stadium 2 is really interesting in the way that you can sometimes get more than 1 point for winning a round. There's like a whole dice roll, and different things can happen. Sometimes you steal points from other people, and I really like that. So again, Pokemon Stadium 1 being a little bit more basic, but okay, Rattata run here again. So you mash that A button and press up to jump. Simple enough. I was sure I pressed A there, or rather up. just mash up to jump randomly. So it lets you complete the race with different positions, even though I don't think it matters who finishes second, third, and fourth. It all comes down to the first player. If there's any situation where the second, third, and fourth position do matter, please feel free to remind me. But again, Jomar with the win. Wow, nicely done. We did 5 wins to become the champ this time, so still lots of games to go. But yeah, I wonder when we'll see Pokemon Stadium 2 then. With the Game Boy apps available now, Nintendo's online retro game release schedule is definitely a lot more up in the air, where it was very obvious for a time there. It was like, 3 NES games a month. And then it went to like, a couple NES games and a couple Super Nintendo games a month. And then it went to like 1 Nintendo 64 game every month. And now with the Game Boy stuff, it's all in the air. Alright everyone, L and R rapidly, so it goes L, R, L, R, L, R, not at the same time. To dig a hole as fast as you can, let's go. You had this game back in the day on your N64, Daisy. That's awesome. I feel like I didn't appreciate Pokemon Stadium as much back then. I liked all the different features it had, but I look back on it really fondly. And I think it's cool that it's on Nintendo Switch Online. I just hope that should Nintendo ever release the first 2 gens of Pokemon on the Switch, that they do add in some features that will make it compatible. Because I think that would be really great too. Alright, we got the Lickitung game, so the sushi go round. All of these different types of sushi are worth different points. You want to pick up the ones that are worth the most, and whoever has the most at the end wins. And there's also the wasabi. And or rather, no, is it tea? Actually, we always called it wasabi as a kid. It might not be. It looks more like a tea, but like hot tea. But yeah, you pick that one up and you kind of get stuck running around for a while. It's funny, as as much as Nintendo tries to remove the Japanese influence from Pokemon, typically, it's a jelly. It's not a rice ball. It's a jelly donut, or it's a giant sandwich rolling down the hill. They really didn't make any attempt to do that in this minigame, which is kind of funny. But you know what? It's like, why not? Like, Nintendo, you didn't have to change every little thing. But you know what, the funny part is that as a kid, I didn't really question if it was a jelly donut or not. It's just like, okay, well, they said it is. I guess it is. It wasn't really that, crucial to the plot, whether it was a jelly donut or not, but funny that they did it. But nicely done, Jennifer, with the sushi win. Sushi's always great. That means that Christian gets to choose the next minigame. Have we done them all? No, we haven't done the Pikachu one yet. That might be the last one. So this one, you gotta get your button mashing skills out once again. There's going to be a light above you. It's either going to be blue or green. Blue means A button. Green means mash the B button. Those would have been the colors that the buttons were on the N64 controller. And then you do that, and you should be good to go. So, and just be aware that the light will change periodically, so you gotta switch when it does. But let's start. I don't know why I wasn't getting any power there. I was definitely mashing the correct buttons. There you go. Your brother unlocked the Doge Rio Game Boy. Nice! Again, those are just such cool features. That it would be really cool to be able to take advantage of through Pokemon Stadium. So Jomar with the 3 wins now. 2 away from a victory. Christian again with the choice. Which one's your favorite, Christian? Oh yeah, I don't think we played this one together. I was just kind of sampling this one when we started. So yeah, for this one, when the boulders come at you, you gotta hold A to harden so that they don't crush you. But the trick is making sure you don't hold A too long, because the longer you do, the more of the meter you're going to waste. But also getting hit by the boulder by not doing it successfully also wastes the meter, so it's all about that kind of, you know, balance. But let's go. Kind of getting used to the timing, which is nice. Ooh, that was close. So see, you can hold the button when multiple are coming at you, but if you're really skilled, you can, like, you know, let go for a minute in between the different boulders. And I could normally do that on the N64 controller, but there's just something about this one, I guess, that can't do it as accurately. But nicely done, Jomar, with the 4th win now, 1 away. Blue Hedgehog Man, you're a very good button masher. I mean, that's a great skill to have when it comes to games like the Mario parties or, you know, anything with mini games. It seems like the easy go-to to make a mini game about mashing the buttons. But Christian, you gotta pick one that you know, we can get an upper hand here. Honestly, that was a pretty you like this one. I mean, yeah, never hurts to try this one again. I think the one I'm best at's probably the sand shrew digging one. So if you want me to, you want to give me a hand, Christian, don't be afraid to pick that one. But let's go once again with the hardening. I like how it's the evolution / Safari Zone music. Jomar with a massive bar still. Nicely done! 5 victories for the overall win. Congratulations! You are the champion. Very nice. So yeah, there just being 9 minigames in Pokemon Stadium 1. It's a little bit basic, and again, the minigames in Pokemon Stadium 2 are a little more involved. Oh, so Jennifer dipped out. Okay, so anyone who wants to join in, this is your chance to play along. Thanks, Jennifer, for playing. That was great. So what I might do then is if someone else wants to join in. Tuxedo Worth, good evening. Hope you're having a great night. Oh, Jomar. Oh, Jomar's out too. Oh, great. So Christian, I guess it's you and I seeing who's going to get to 5 first. Although if someone else joins in, we might dip out and start the games again from the beginning. Oh, Barbie's joining. Good evening. Okay, so we'll start from the beginning then. We want everyone to get a shot here at playing. One more spot open for anyone who wants it. You're on location, Tuxedo. We're doing some laundry, so you can't join in. But, you know, being in the chat, thanks. It's great to see you. I hope you're having a great night. Blue Hedgehog Man, you want to give everyone a chance. Well, there's one open spot for anyone who wants it. Again, Barbie, thanks. Actually, Barbie, I guess you could have joined in that one. For some reason, I was thinking we had to come back to this screen and, you know, sign you in when, you know, you could have just taken over, I guess, the second player there. Nintendo Switch Online works in weird ways, but I appreciate it just for the fact that, you know, it so easily allows you to play these N64 games, or even, you know, the games from other consoles so easily online with other people. You know, it was always such a pain trying to get net play set up on emulators, and, you know, oh my gosh, the firewall's blocking port 600072, and, you know, that's causing an issue here, and it's just so much simpler with Nintendo Switch Online. So while I get, you know, paying a subscription service for these games that people have probably already bought on virtual consoles, on consoles past, I appreciate the feature to play the games online. But alright, is anyone else joining in? You got, you know, 30 seconds here before we jump in with 3 people. But thank you so much for joining in, Blue Hedgehog Man. That was great. Okay, I guess that's what we're going with. And the calm level, we'll keep them normal. But good evening. Hope you're having a great night. 5 seemed like it was a pretty good number. Now let's see how the computer does. It's going to be very embarrassing if the computer wins any of the matches. But this is a weird one. Like, I don't know if there's just lag or what, but I feel like I was better at this game than I'm doing tonight here. Again, press that A button when the pendulum goes by the center. So what I'm looking at the pendulum, and the moment it turns white is the moment I press A. And it seems to be working. As it goes faster, you kind of just have to anticipate it. Oh no! And of course the computer wins, who is in no way affected by the lag. I don't know what's up with that. I don't get why this game feels so bad. I guess there's probably a little bit of a lag. You know, you hate to blame something like that, but it's hard not to imagine that such a thing would be the case. Otherwise, though, let me just see who picks the next game here. Today I actually saw the Super Mario Brothers movie. It came out a week ago, so yeah, finally got around to getting over to the theater to see it there, and it was pretty good. I definitely liked the references to other Nintendo games or retro things in general. That was a lot of fun to see. And I also liked that it didn't beat around the bush. It was very much like, here's the story, it got to the point, it dealt with the plot elements, and then it wrapped up nicely. And it wasn't one of those movies where there were like subplots that go nowhere and no one really cares about, and filler here and stuff. Almost to the point where it's like, I wish there was a little more of seeing different Mario characters interact with different things in different ways, because that's interesting. Okay, so everyone get ready for this one, the L and R buttons. But overall, good movie. I had a good time with it, and that's like my movie for the year. I don't go to see too many movies. Oh no, Barbie, sorry, looks like you weren't ready there. Remember, the stream's going to be a couple seconds behind, so make sure you're looking at your console. Oh, you were probably typing, Daisy. Oh. You love the Super Mario Brothers movie. Oh, you agree with what I said there? Yeah, it was fun times, and we'll have to see, what they do with that next. I'm really curious where Mario's gonna go in the future. Like, I don't mean like in the movie. I mean like, what games are gonna come out next? There hasn't been like a really mainline Mario game since Odyssey, and that's almost 6 years old now. So it will be interesting to see exactly what they do. But all right, we got dig, dig, dig again. Everyone, make sure you're ready. And here we go. So I'm using the Switch Pro controller for this. I feel like the L and R buttons are so big, you get kind of an advantage on this one. They're very responsive too. Overall, the Switch Pro controller is a good controller for mashing buttons, because they're they're nice to push down, and they're generally a good size for repeated pressing. You want to win, Christian? Don't worry, your time is coming. Thank you, Daisy. Thank you. All right, Daisy, pick a Christian. Which one's your favorite? Which one's your favorite? Do you think? Oh, the hardened one. Okay, rock harden. Remember, press that A button to harden when the rocks are coming at you. Let's do it. And there's still one space open. In fact, if you joined in now... No, because we set the 4th player to computer. I was going to say you could actually, play immediately. But if you want to play some online Pokemon Stadium, just add my friend code down there. And yeah, the next time we start a new game, you can be player 4. But Christian and Barbie, thanks so much for joining tonight. Blue Hedgehog Man, don't be afraid to come back if, at any point you want to play a little bit more. Why is the normal computer so tough? That's just sad. The new Mario movie was far better than the 93 Mario movie. It depends on what you're looking for sure. Like, yeah, absolutely. I think, no, I'd prefer the new one as well. There's a charm to the older one, but it's definitely not what you're looking for if you're looking for a Mario movie. More like a Blade Runner X Mario, which is really weird. But okay, Barbie with the choice again. You like both Mario movies equally? Like, yeah, I mean, it really depends on what you're going for, right? Oh, we got the rock hardened again. Okay. Come on, we gotta beat that computer. Next time we'll put him on easy, I guess. We need a little bit of help here. Like, I don't understand. We put them on normal, right? They're playing more like hard. I don't understand how he could get crushed so many times, and yet I still lost. I don't understand at all. Because I feel like if you go back and look at the number of times that he got flattened compared to me, there's no way I should have lost that. Computer cheats, though. It wouldn't even surprise me if, you know, it was in the computer's AI to cheat somehow. Alright, Christian, which one's your favorite? This one again. Alright, everyone, this is the all Kakuna. It literally is all Kakuna. All Kakuna minigame show. See, I feel like when he gets crushed, it doesn't even remove any of his health. I don't understand one bit. I really don't. Wow, one more win and the computer's beating us all. Stop picking the Kakuna Metapod one. Alright, Barbie, think this one through. Again, I feel like the computer for some reason gets an advantage on this one just because there's no lag. Clearly we need to set them to easy next time. But alright, button mashing time. Let's go. I got a little bit closer that time, but still. No match for the computer. Alright. Easy mode they go. That was just ridiculous. The champion! AI! Even back then, it was clear that AI was going to rule the world. But again, 4th player slot still open for anyone who wants it. If anyone in the chat wants to join in, just drop a message there. We could also set the... set it, actually, no, we can't set it to a 4th player because there has to be someone to press A to make that happen. Alright. AI's on easy this time. Slightly less, destructive, hopefully. And the Lickitung game, this one's a rough one. I always find. So, give you a second there to see what's worth what. Kaiten sushi, always a good time. I was actually thinking a lot recently about my homestay in Japan, and when we went out for Kaiten sushi one time for dinner, and the family was just like, "All right, here's a bike. Ride it down the streets of Tokyo with us." I don't like riding bikes on the road, and then suddenly it's thrust in your face to ride this bike down streets of Tokyo. And I was thinking about that because in Japan there's a push currently to get more people to wear helmets while they're riding their bikes. And the most annoying part about wearing a helmet when you ride your bike somewhere is like, what do you do with the helmet? You have to like carry it around with you all day. That's no fun. But of course, from a protective sense, I was bike riding with a friend once, and they like flipped on their bike somehow and landed right on their head. But thank goodness they were wearing a helmet and they were okay. So, you know, there is definitely good reasons to wear a helmet. And I do usually when I ride my bike too. So, you know, don't be afraid. It is just that, you know, logistical thing. It's like, okay, well now I'm at the, you know, wherever I was going. And you gotta carry this helmet around all day. Well, it's not always so fun. But in Japan, it's amazing, you know. When we rode to the sushi place, the way that bikes work over there is that there's like this massive kickstand that comes down over the wheel. And then there's a lock built into the bike. So, you know, you turn the key, lock that, and your bike is parked. It won't move unless you unlock that massive kickstand that comes down. You could just lift the bike up and walk away with it. You know, throw it into a truck and it's gone. But that's not the culture that Japan has, you know. Crime is so low, theft is so low, that you get to the sushi restaurant and there's just like, you know, 40 bikes lined up along this road. And they're not chained to they're not chained to anything. They're not tied to anything. You could pick it up and, you know, walk away with it if you wanted. That kickstand comes down, prevents you from riding it away. But, you know, there's other ways to, you know, to get it to where you want it to go if you wanted to. But they don't worry about that over there. So in their case, if you put that helmet on the handlebar, it probably would still be there when you came back. However many, you know, hours later. Where, you know, obviously here I wouldn't trust doing that. That's quite the buffet, Kick the Pumpkin, yes. This is basically Mario Party, but with Pokemon and few minor things changed. Exactly. So we got Big Phil joining in here. You know what? I wish that's, you know, it was the, you know, there was a way for Big Phil to join in immediately. But thanks for joining. Hope you're having a great night. Whew! Some good button mash. On Fortnite right now. Oh, Prince Scotticus, excellent! I hope you're having fun playing Fortnite. Alright, so I'm going to use my executive decision making here. Since the computer has a win and I have a win, we're going to quit so that Big Phil can join immediately. Here we go. Daisy, thank you. Alright, so I'm player 1, Daisy player 2, Christian's player 3, Big Phil's player 4. He's got to press the A button there, and we're ready to go for another round of mini-games. We'll do best of 5 again. Ooh, the Clefairy one, okay. Alright, so it's all memorization. Just remember which direction the chalkboard shows, and when it comes time to repeat it, go for it. Shoot. I think I got the last one wrong. Already. Whoops. I second guessed myself. It's like it was left, right? No, it was right. Down, down, up, right, down, right. Shoot, and I just realized saying that on the stream. If there's any sort of delay, I'm just helping everyone out. Which, oh well, it's all in good fun. Ooh, I did up left, but I think it was left up. Alright, down to me and Big Phil, let's do it. Alright, let's see. I love laggy singing. Whoa! Okay, last round. Down, down, up, right, down, right, down, down, up, right, down, right, down, down, up, right, down, right. Okay, I, except for the end. Oh no, Big Phil! Whoa, I just barely hung on. Wow, I think that's the second time I won that one. I think I won it the first time too. Just barely though. Good job though, Big Phil. Good job, everyone. Good game. Alright. My head hurts after that one. Let's pick a... Let's do the sand shrew. Seems to be the only one I can consistently win. Alright though, Daisy with the choice. Thank you, Daisy. Oh, you didn't have to pick it just because I like it. But... Alright, here we go. Mash the LR, LR, LR until you've dug that hole. Even by Mario Party minigame standards, though, like, that's really short. As long as the computer's not winning, you're happy. Well, there's no computer players anymore. You know, unless someone has programmed an AI to play looking like it. You know, AI is like just at that threshold of taking over the world right now. You know, we got like AI news anchors now and you know, AI everything. We don't even know anymore who's AI and who's not. So, you know, just be able to say, AI, make an Andrew's game display video, and you won't even know it. Again, it switches back and forth so quickly, I'm not building up anything. Nicely done, Big Phil, with the button mashing skills. All right, very well done. First to 5. Sorry, Christian, I don't remember if you said which game is your favorite. This one can't. Alright. Get ready to mash some buttons. Like, it switches so quickly that Peter doesn't even have time to, like, change his animation. Big Phil. Nicely done. I've always wondered how N64 Turbo Controller would work with different minigames, say, you know, Mario Party and such. There aren't as many N64 rapid-fire controllers out there as there are, like, NES or Super NES. I think I do have one, though. So I might have to set it up and see just what we got. You don't have a favorite minigame yet, Christian. You played Mario Party 2 almost every day, almost every night during your 2014 deployment. Your button mashing pro. Oh, very nice, Big Phil. Excellent. I know I'm Canadian, but, you know, is it weird to say, you know, thank you for your service as well? I hope it went well. No, if it wasn't for the US, I'm sure Canada would probably be like a crater by now, so, you know, you gotta be thankful there too. Alright. Barbie and Christian looking for that first win. Alright, Christian, think carefully. Okay, back to the Clefairy memorization. Gotta give the head a little massage here. Get the brain flowing. Down, down, left, up. Whoa! It might have taken my left input twice for some reason. Oh, no, it worked. Oh, Christian! Okay, so a problem might be down, down, left. You have to use the D-pad. That might be the issue, Christian. Okay. You got it. Or maybe you don't have to use the D-pad. I don't know. Pokemon Stadium against one of those weird games where... Protect the maple syrup, says Christian, yes. Down, down, left, up. Down, down, left, up, down, left. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium, though, sometimes you use the control stick, sometimes you don't. Down, down, left, up, down, left. You're just typing, Christian? Oh, don't worry about that. You can always send your messages after. Wow, Big Phil and I. With the big battle here. Down, left, up. Let's see. Whoa, double win. That was an easy pattern to remember that time. I was, you know, that was a lot more on the edge the first time, but nicely done, Big Phil. Wow, I don't know if I've ever seen 2 wins at once. That would be fascinating if 2 people hit the threshold at the same time. Wonder if that could happen. But great job, Big Phil. GG, yes, thank you. You too. All right, Barbie. Oh, someone pressed the home button. You like this one, Christian? I can't stand this one. So, alright, mash that button that it shows. I'm taking it a little slower this time. Usually I mash like super fast. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe it's one of those games where it's better to have like a rhythm. Or not. I just can't win this one no matter what I try. Even though I don't remember it being so bad on the N64, but something's up today. But Big Phil, nice! I think that ties us at 4 apiece. Oh, your hand was just there, Christian. Gotcha. Alright, Barbie, deciding the fate of the game. Where will we go? The Lickitung one's pretty up in the air. In terms of, oh, Magikarp, okay. I mean, it's pressing the A button. Doesn't get much simpler than that. Here we go. So if you tie in this one, do you both get points? I wonder. I mean, it would make sense if you did. Wow, and the lag just totally makes it even easier to tie. Oh, 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 oh! We're gonna have a double win! What's gonna happen? I mean, it should be plural. That's it? There's no, like, tiebreaker? Wow! I cannot believe that they did not account for that a possibility. Your finger hurts now, Big Phil. But good game! That's amazing that we somehow both tied for the champion. We have collided into a singular being called the champion. Wow. So yeah, the 9 minigames of Pokemon Stadium 1, pretty basic. We'll do a few more rounds. Christian dipping out for the time being, but thanks Christian for joining in. Anyone else who wants to join, there is now an empty space. If you'd like to grab a spot, just make sure my friend code is added down below, and then you can find me playing online. But yeah, Big Phil, great job. Christian, great job. And Barbie, great job too. These games are rough. I guess, you know, again, I always think back to the Stadium 2 ones. I forgot just how basic the Stadium 1 ones were. And I like the whole kind of ranking system of Stadium 2 as well, where you can sometimes get multiple points for a win, and you can steal points from other people. It's a cool system. You'll be in the chat, Christian. Well, thanks so much for playing. That was awesome. Anyone else trying to join in, or should we just go one more round with 3 people? Someone can take your spot. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. So let's see. We could always start, and if someone wants to join in the 3rd player spot and show us all how it's done, that's a possibility too. But here we go again. Again, I'm player 1, Barbie's player 2, Big Phil player 4. Now let's see if we can have a little rematch in the old Magikarp jump. Which controller are you using, Christian? It's funny, I could probably even use like the Nintendo Switch Online NES controller for this, considering every game is pretty much just 1 button. Sometimes 2. Wow, Big Phil! Really pulled ahead in that one, nice! So again, remember that tomorrow the ranking for the first 30 games starting with B on the NES will be going up, and then Friday I'll probably stream some Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. It's gonna be really cool with that coming out. So I get the choice, huh? Well, you know which one I really like, so let's give it a shot. Why not? It's been a little while since we did well, not Magikarp Dig. That'd be funny, watching a Magikarp Dig. Now I want to use Game Genie to, or rather Game Shark to put that in there. Joy-Cons were a mistake, says Christian. Alright, that ties it up at 1 apiece for Big Phil and I. Oh no! If it asks the 3rd player to choose a game, we're gonna get stuck. Someone has to join into the 3rd player spot, or else it's gonna be impossible to continue, perhaps. Uh-oh. As I was saying. One thing that's kind of silly about Nintendo Switch Online, you should be able to switch which player you are. So like, say right now, you know, maybe I wanted to jump into the 3rd player spot, or maybe Big Phil wanted to change to the 3rd player spot. That's something that should be possible. But the way it is right now, where it's just like there's no 3rd player, it's kind of flawed. Are they all B tier, Christian? That's it. 30 games, B tier. Let's go. You can rejoin, Christian. You don't have to. If you just want to, you know, take a break in the chat, you could always quit this one and start again too. All right, let's do that then. Oh, I can't even like press the pause menu. I could restart the whole game. Yeah, Christian, don't worry if you just want to relax in the chat. I'm not gonna press you to you know, come back here. Oh, as I click reset. I don't know if the reset counted or not. Alright, well, Christian is certainly joining. Okie dokie. Oh, and then the game resets. Pikachu had a really cursed cry there. Thanks for joining though, Christian. I apologize that. It was at the absolute worst time that I pressed the reset button there. So people always say that, you know, SNES and N64 were more reliable consoles when it came to games crashing or freezing. I've had horrible luck with Nintendo 64s over the years, where I'm just in the middle of playing a game and it either crashes or will, reset to a blue screen, or rather a black screen, and then go back to, the beginning of the game, losing any progress you had in the middle there. Sorry about that, Christian. Thanks, though. Seems that the connection here is really bad. Got like one red bar. You have no game in the transfer pack. Back to the kids club. So let's see. What other modes, like... This is a battle for controllers 1 and 2. Can you do... Okay, so 2-player battles. I thought I saw in the trailer that there was a way to do like 4-player battles. Like, look at that. I've never tried this before. Combatants. So 1 player versus 2nd and 3rd player. We could do 1 player and 4th player versus the computer. 1 player and 3rd player versus the 4th player. Okay, so you could do like 1 and 2 versus player 4. Anything goes. That'd be fascinating. Jack Crick. I have no idea. Even in the years before everything shut down, I hadn't gone for a little bit. And I can't tell you the current state of it. But I would think it's still going, unless there's been any reason for it not to. So you could do like rental Pokemon. And this is fascinating. But it seems kind of involved for right now. So we won't do that at the moment, but it's good to know that functionality is there. We'll do a few more rounds of minigames. Unless anyone wants to do like full-on Pokemon battles, then we can discuss that. But I'm not going to throw everyone into that when you thought that, it was only going to be minigames to start. Yeah, Big Phil. Yeah, see, I realize, people might not want to do that. I'm not going to force people into things that weren't advertised. But should anyone want to do like full-fledged Pokemon battles, let me know and maybe we can try that out too. Because that's the side of the multiplayer I can say I've never actually done. Let's do 4 this time. Why not? Is this game online multiplayer? In fact, there is a spot currently open where if you have my friend code added down below, you can find me online and join in as the 4th player, but technically you'd be the 3rd controller slot. But yeah, so we're playing online right now. That's the best part about the Nintendo Switch Online stuff in my mind. It's just the ability to play it with others. Because, people will say, it's not a great deal and stuff, and I get that. But at the same time, this is so much simpler than everyone trying to get a Nintendo 64 emulator and worrying about firewall ports and whatever else. I just cannot play this one. Oh, I actually got that point. Well, welcome, Judar. Hope you're having a great night. And yeah, well, if you have the Nintendo Switch Online expansion pass, you will have access to this. Although I know everyone doesn't have the expansion pass. I don't blame anyone who doesn't pay extra for the expansion pass. But just with the amount I've used it to play N64 games online with friends at this point, I think I've definitely gotten my money's worth. But it really comes down to how much you're going to play online. Like, if you're just going to, say you already have a Nintendo 64 and you're not going to play online much, then you really don't need to buy the expansion pass just for the games. I guess it's not even just N64 at this point. It's, of course, also GBA and GBC and all that. And there's the Genesis stuff, too. Nobody talks about the Genesis games. But it's good that they're there in case, you want to play them, too. Hello, Prince Scotticus. So, question 1. Have you added my friend code that can be found in the description? If the answer to that is yes, and I have added you back, you go into your Nintendo 64 online app, and you go to the left where it says Play Online. And if you look for friends who are already playing online, you should see me there. Again, assuming that we are added as friends on the Switch. But alright, Sandshrew digging time. Let's go. Judar, if you could connect the random players, that makes so much sense. That Nintendo would never do it. No, that actually sounds great. It is unfortunate that there is no functionality like that. Like, yeah, just being able to pull up Mario Party 2 and say, alright, connect me with 3 other people. That'd be awesome, now that you mention it. So it is kind of sad that, there isn't such a thing in there. Alright, 2 stars. Which game will Daisy choose? Uh-oh. I just can't. I just cannot make this one work for whatever reason. Nicely done, Phil, again. Oh, waiting for me. I'm getting a drink here. Alright, the computer has spoken. The computer seems to be really good at this game, so it's not actually a surprise to me that the computer would choose the hardened one. So you have to use your phone. No, so the way it works is it's on the Nintendo Switch. Do you have the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pass? That's the question. I mean, I guess question one is, do you have the, a Nintendo Switch? And then should you have that, do you have Nintendo Switch Online? And then should you have that, do you have the Expansion Pass? And if you have those three things, along with a working internet connection, which I would assume you have, based on the fact you are chatting in the chat, you can then join in the game. I mean, also, you have to have my friend code added, so there's a lot more elements to it than I guess you would think initially. But assuming you have all that set up, you can join in. And, whoa, Phil again! With the win. Nice. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to use your phone at all. If you are... Whoops. Okay. I can't show you without quitting the game. But if you are on the screen where you can see all of the different N64 games that you can play, go to the left where that menu comes out. It's like a red bar on the left. And if you go to play online, you should be able to find me there. Again, did you add my friend code? Oh, do I have a request? Oh, maybe I just didn't add you. That's the... Maybe I just missed that. Okay, so... Assuming that this is you... Again, thank you, Rob, for the ad there. So if that was your friend code, then that would be why you're not finding me. But if we're added now, hopefully you can, hopefully that works. Oh, we play Mario Kart. Okay, yes. So yeah, it should be the same method then for joining the game as Mario Kart. Oh, perfect. Okay, so unfortunately, player 3 is currently computer, but the second that we're done this round, you'll be in. And welcome. Thanks for playing. And it's just taking a second to connect there. No, nothing with Nintendo is ever quick. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom comes out in a month or so. And it's funny, there was that misprint in the GameStop flyer I posted where they say it's coming out for the Xbox One as well. So yeah, once that comes out, what else is on Nintendo's agenda after that? It's unfortunate, I've mentioned before, that E3 is cancelled, because even though the event was a little bit lackluster in recent years compared to when it was in its prime, it did always mean that there was that time during the summer when there was guaranteed to be big Nintendo announcements, or video game announcements overall. Where now, I think Nintendo didn't do like a June or July or even summer direct last year. It was just they waited all the way until September. So is that all it's going to be every year now? Is like a September Direct and a February Direct? Or no, I hope that's not the case, but it seems to be kind of the direction that Nintendo's going, unfortunately. Christian, you're lying. You're a big liar. This is a really late April Fool's joke. Did they actually announce a Direct? I haven't played this one in a few minutes. There's no way I believe that, Christian, but Nintendo's awful in that regard. You know, it'd be nice if they said, all right, in a week's time or something, there's going to be a Direct. They literally announced Directs like the day before. It's awful. Oh my goodness! With like the millisecond difference. Oh, there's literally a Zelda Direct tomorrow. That's awesome. Thank you, Christian. Which is funny because I thought they just did some Zelda announcements, so. I've seen a lot of comments online about people not really seeing what makes Breath of the other Tears of the Kingdom so different from Breath of the Wild. Nice job with the 4 wins, Phil. That was a great round. You're killing it. GG all around. And Barbie, good job too. So now, Scotticus, if you press the A button, you can join in. Big Phil, thanks for playing. Hope you have a great night. Ooh, Barbie too. All right, Scotticus. So, actually, the way it looks here. And Scotticus, looks like you and I, unless anyone else wants to join in. Big Phil, you indeed the champ. And we had that one round where we were like both the champ. Those were great games. Again, thanks for playing. Give everyone a couple seconds to see if anyone else wants to play. But yeah, I've heard a lot of people being like, I don't see what makes Tears of the Kingdom so different from Breath of the Wild. So maybe that's why this is like an emergency direct or something. Nintendo wants to spread some more news about just what makes the new game so different. You're going to lurk in the chat, Phil. Well, thanks again. I hope you have a great night. I hope, yeah, see you around in the chat as well. All right, Scotticus. You and I versus a couple of easy computers. Any more difficult than that, things might get kind of scary. Let's do 4 again. And let's see. But yeah, thanks for joining, Scotticus. It's going to be fun. Oh, and it's my my old stomping ground here. So L and I repeatedly. All right. That's like the quickest game. There's nothing to that game other than pressing L and R. You're gonna stay on the stream, Daisy? Well, thanks again for playing. I don't know how much later we'll go. Again, it's 9 pretty basic mini games. It doesn't need like an all-night stream or anything like that at that rate. But okay, memorization time. Down, down, right, left. Simple enough. Okie dokie. So far, the pattern hasn't been too bad. I always worry a little bit about the Pro Controller D-pad. Sometimes you think you pressed one button and it registers as another. But again, there's 2 spots open for anyone else who'd like to join. Well, it gets pretty tricky the longer the game goes on. GG though. Good game. So there was also Pokemon Battle Revolution on the Wii, and I haven't played that one all that much. I remember when it came out, everyone thought, okay, this is going to be, like the next Pokemon Stadium game. Because it really comes across as wanting to be like Pokemon Stadium, and yet, no one talks about that game anymore. And even when it came out, it got not the best reviews from people. So if anyone has any information to share on Pokemon Battle Revolution, that would be cool to hear. And it's also funny because, of course, the code name for the Wii was going to be the Revolution. So to see that name included in there is pretty funny. I still remember the day that Nintendo announced that the Revolution was going to be called the Wii. Because at school, everyone was being like, oh my god, the Nintendo Revolution's coming. It's going to be so cool. And then all of a sudden, they changed it to the Wii, and everyone was like, what the heck? I don't know if it was like, you know, thought at the time that that was the final name, or just, you know, at the age I was at. I was, you know, elementary school going into high school. Didn't understand the concept of a code name before the final one. But yeah, when it changed to Wii, we were all like, what? What the heck's a Wii? I remember going on to the Nintendo Insider forums. It was like, you know, Nintendo's official message board they had back in the day. That was so cool. And everyone was like, what the heck? Everyone thought it was like a late April Fool's joke or something. Ugh. Ultimately, it didn't really matter. And, you know, it was a good name for being a more family-oriented console, as Nintendo ultimately, you know, made the Wii into. But still, you know, I think about Revolution. It's like, what could have been? Could have been such a cool name. Alright, everyone, eat that sushi. So, I mentioned already about that sushi restaurant. I rode my, not my bike, I was, you know, the family lent me a bike when I was doing that homestay in Japan. And it was it was one of those kaiten sushi restaurants where the food isn't always going around, but rather you, on a touch screen, order what you like, and then a conveyor belt brings it like right to your table, which is really neat. And they had hamburger sushi and cheeseburger sushi, which was like a little hamburger patty on top of rice, and then, you know, you get like a piece of cheese on it. And, you know, for any Americans that would happen to walk into the sushi restaurant that day. So, you know, I had to try it, but, you know, I like sushi too. Sushi is great. David Ray, welcome. Hope you're having a great night. The best 3D games were XD and Coliseum. Weren't they cool? A good game, everyone. Wow, I don't know what happened there. But again, if anyone else wants to join in, there's 2 extra spots, and Scoticus, that was great. We're going to definitely jump into another round here. But yeah, Coliseum and XD were really something special. I guess the closest thing we get to that these days is Legends Arceus. You know, being more of a spin-off game, not a mainline game, but still 3D and, you know, has its own kind of story there. But, you know, the kind of dark edge that Coliseum and XD Gale of Darkness had are really nice, and GameCube was known for that. You know, Sunshine, Mario goes to jail, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, he goes to, like, the slum town with gallows in the center of the square. It's like, you're not gonna see Nintendo doing that anymore. And yet, you know, it was cool. It was just cool to see the places that Nintendo was taking their series during that generation. Where now I feel like before any game comes out, you can be like, all right, you can just predict how it's gonna look and feel. Mario Odyssey mixed things up a little bit compared to what, you know, Mario was doing the generation before that. Everything was like fluffy and bubbly, and aha, he's a cute cat now. Where, you know, Odyssey, you get to go to a few little grittier places, which was kind of nice. But still, that's why I'm so curious what Nintendo's next Mario project's going to be. Because will it be more of the same? Is it going to take a step back? Is it still going to be just, you know, Princess Peach getting kidnapped again? I'd love to talk a bit about the Mario movie with you all, but I do realize that it came out a month ago, or rather a week ago. If it came out a month ago, I might be more inclined to, but, you know, it's only been out for a week, so we're not going to talk about that too much yet. But how the whole Mario movie factors into everything else Nintendo's done with Mario in recent years, I think that's kind of an interesting analysis that can be done. But welcome, everyone. Hope you're having a great Wednesday night. Thanks for stopping by. If you'd like to play some Pokemon Stadium minigames as well, you can actually join in by adding my friend code down below. There are 2 open spots currently. Scoticus with the current pick. What's he gonna do? Ooh, Harden again. Let me see here. Now you got the name, Tuxedo, you got the name, The moment the two guys said, we would like to play. I mean, it's very catchy and smart in that regard. Alright, I'm going to press start in 3, 2, 1, now. The computer players are very good at this game, even for being set on easy mode. Again, I've heard rumor that you can actually unlock an additional very hard difficulty mode if you win like several tournaments against 3 computer players on hard difficulty, I think. But good luck, because even easy difficulty is sometimes pretty hard in this game. No, Prince Scotticus, you're doing great. This has been a lot of fun. Honestly, there's a really big learning curve playing it on the Switch Online, I found. There's like a lag and everything, but you know, you're doing great. Toon Link Tuxedo Earth. Oh, I love Wind Waker. It's a shame, you know. Wind Waker's a lot of fun. People dunk on the Triforce hunt, Pieces hunt a lot. I kind of dig it because, honestly, I just like sailing around in Wind Waker. Some people consider that, you know, the worst, most boring, annoying part of the game. I just like exploring this open world, never knowing what kind of island you're going to come across next, never knowing what might, you know, be in the ocean that you have to run across, that you've come across while you're traveling from island to island. So that was a part of the game I really had fun with. So, to me, the Triforce hunt didn't really bother me because, you know, it gave you a chance to explore different islands and just, you know, you never knew when you were going to find one next. But I do see... I'm also trying to concentrate on the game. You know, it's clear that there were some things that were left out that they had planned to get in there during development. Like, in the first half of the game, that third stone's just kind of handed to you. When I think people say there was originally going to be a whole dungeon surrounding that. And then, you know, the Triforce hunt was also just put into the game, apparently, when there was going to be other dungeons. So I would love to see what a, you know, Wind Waker created as intended would look like. Nintendo really needs to release director's cut versions of their games. That would blow my mind. You know, go back to those games that might have been a little bit rushed and add some extra things in. Like even Mario Sunshine, a lot of GameCube era games seem to have had things that were going to be in there. And for one reason or another, they didn't make it, so... You know, if Nintendo ever wants an idea for something cool to do, there you go. Alright, this is probably one of my least favorite games just because of how awkward it is to fling your Ekans here with the Switch controller. This is definitely made for the N64 stick. Like, I barely tapped that and he went flying. Max Howard, hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna do a better read of the chat in just a second here. Currently throwing Ekans all over the place. Again, that was like the littlest throw. And he's flying halfway across the screen. You somehow missed the Mario Kart stream, Max Howard. Oh, I know, right? Sometimes notifications don't get sent out. It's really annoying the way that YouTube works these days. I guess the best thing I can suggest is, you know, turn that bell on, which it you very well may even have that on. It still didn't send you a notification, so who knows how YouTube works. But yeah, appreciate you stopping by now, and don't worry, I'm sure we'll play more Mario Kart again soon. Don't think there's any release date yet for the next wave of DLC courses, but at the very least that will be the next time we play it. But you know, I love Mario Kart, so we may even play it again before that. Prince Scotticus, no spoilers. Is that in regards to the Mario movie? Don't worry, I don't intend to spoil anything from that. Alright, Sandshrew Dig. Let's see if we can keep this up. Oh, you don't have notifications on for YouTube. I mean, I get that too. Who wants notifications from every website and app and whatever? It gets overwhelming. But there you go. Good job, though, Scotticus. That's a lot of fun. The mini games are just great, and yeah, I'm happy to keep going for as long as everyone's having a good time. And again, there's 2 spots available for anyone who might want to also play some Pokemon Stadium mini-games. You don't have to know anything about Pokemon to join in and have a good time here. All you need to do is add my friend code down below. Max Howard, of course you can join in. Yeah. And I know that you know how, so I don't need to go over all of the lay instructions. Lil Welfare, welcome. There you go. So you got in. Well, thanks, Prince Scotticus. I'm happy that you're having fun. Again, there's a learning curve to these games for sure, and the online lag does not help whatsoever. Alright, so Max Howard in the player 2 spot now. Scott in the player 3 spot. That leaves the player 4 spot open for anyone who might want to join. And Daisy B, welcome! Your Ethernet adapter broke, Max Howard, so you just upgraded right to the OLED. Yeah, the OLED looks neat. I like the, the slightly bigger screen size. When you're playing the Switch portably, pretty cool. But I do the majority of my gaming docked anyway. But like, if you don't have a Switch already, or like yourself, there's a reason to upgrade to the OLED. Then it's cool that it's there. People always talk about, will there be a Switch 2 someday? Maybe like the 3DS. They'll do like a new 3DS, new Nintendo Switch, and there'll be a few exclusives released for that at some point. Wait, no. Alright, everyone, press the A button so that we get 4 players in there. Whoa, I think the lagginess has jumped significantly. Might want to check the Ethernet adapter on that OLED Switch. I'm just kidding. You figure that would be the least laggy thing. We're going to try our best. You know what? Lag or no lag. Important thing is that we all have some fun, but looks like Max Howard and Daisy, you're going to want to press the A buttons to join in there. Maybe we'll reset this. Alright, we got Daisy. Alright, maybe it was just like a weird glitch or something. We'll try 5 in the world's laggiest round of mini-games in Pokemon Stadium. Let's do it. Oh, you just got the dock. Oh, interesting, interesting. The world's laggiest school bell. Okay, let's see. It's all memorization. Up, left, down. Don't let the lag mess you up. I worry about entering the controller inputs too fast and then not registering or something. Max Howard. Okay, so after this, we can certainly try some battles. Let's make this then the last round of minigames for now. And we can go into that battling mode. Because again, I don't really have any experience playing multiplayer battles on this. Oh no! One of my inputs must have been missed. So I was at the end of pushing the buttons, and then I looked up and it still wanted one more input. So there they go. There they go. They're all wrong. All wrong. Alright, so I can't look down at the controller. I have to look up at the screen in case exactly what I predicted would happen happens. Up, left, down. Maybe that's right? Oh, Max Howard didn't realize you have to use the D-pad. Yeah, Pokemon Stadium's weird like that. Wow, by some freak accident, I made a comeback. Good game, everyone, though. Good game. The music is so cursed, you feel like it's your fault it has 0 bars. This is the worst it's lagged since we did that game of Horrorland. That lasted like 20 hours for 2 turns. Alright, Daisy with the choice here. Are you actually going to make us do Rattata race with this lag? I'd be fascinating. I mean, I'm not against it. Oh wow, drowsy with the lag. Okay. Press that A button when the pendulum goes across the middle of the screen. But yeah, the internet connection, which you can't see because of the way I've cropped the video, there are no bars. Wow, I finally got it. Okay. I've got the rhythm. It's actually not that bad. Could be worse. I'm not sure if it being slower is helpful or makes it more difficult. I mean, there's a part where it's like, you know, when it goes slower, you kind of have more time to accurately press the button. But yeah, this music is already pretty weird. Now it's like super cursed with how laggy it is. Wow, Max Howard with the win there. So again, I'm first player, Max Howard second player, Scotticus third player, and Daisy B fourth player. That laggy sound. Wow. Good job, Max. Let's see if we can get it all evened out here. You just spammed A the whole time? Well, I mean, I'll be sure to try that next time, I guess, if we play that one again. No, well, Daisy clearly has an idea in that regard. I'm not sure if I can mash the A button for that long. That was like a good couple minutes because of how slow it was. Because I've always wondered if there was like a penalty in this game for not timing your A press properly. But if you say you can just mash as much as you can, then maybe that's like the secret strat. Go post that on GameFAQs.com. It's so funny if you go read FAQs on there, and so many of them are written in like 2001. And it's like, ugh, what a different time for the internet back then. People giving like their, you know, yahoo.com email addresses and stuff. Add me on Yahoo Instant Messenger. Oh, those were the days. I still miss MSN Messenger. It was just so cool. Well, unfortunately, it didn't work out too well for us that time, but Scotticus with the victory. Well done. This is creepy. Max Howard, BlackBerry Messenger, let's go. They were so sure that like the physical keyboard was the way of the future, and then iPhone came along and just like gave him a big slap to the face. Nope, touchscreens won in that battle. I like how they don't even put a space at the top, like between time and the number of seconds left. I feel like that's a leftover because in Japanese, you know, they probably wouldn't put a space after a word like that, separating the number, but in English, it's like, it looks really wrong. Whoa, it bounced off the side. Microsoft still sells MSN Premium for $100 a year, and you can still get an @MSN email address. Is it worth it? Is it worth $100 to get an @MSN.com email? Like, ugh. I have such good memories of those times. Like, I still have, you know, several Hotmail email addresses. I don't think you can sign up for a Hotmail email address anymore either. But I've mentioned before, you know, Hotmail did everything you wanted it to, and it was fast, it was slick, it was great. And then, you know, over the years they gradually start updating it, and the functionality goes downhill. It's laggy, it's a mess. Good luck finding any functions you want. You know, web design has, in my mind, only taken steps backwards. To be uglier than it used to be. There's so much wasted white space now. And there's like no optimization anymore, so, you know, pages take forever to load despite the fact that our computers are more powerful than ever. When, yeah, if you wanted to check your Hotmail in the past, it was like, boom, it's loaded. There's like probably like 3 lines of HTML code. Is AOL still selling internet service? I don't know how many boxes of cereal I bought back in the day that had that disc that came with it for like 40 free hours of American Online. By the time I got, our family got our computer, they had high-speed internet in the area, so I experienced dial-up at friends' houses and my grandparents' house, but never at my own house. And I never had AOL. AOL was definitely more of an American thing, as implied by the A standing for American. Or America, one of the two. So this one's a funny one with the lag. I mean, it kinda makes it easier to time the A button presses, but... The cursed evolution music. Was there a third one coming? No. Woo! Tuxedo Worth, you have a Hotmail account. Yeah, again, I have some email addresses that still end with @hotmail.com, but the inbox is very different from what it used to look like back in the day. If you go to Google Images, sometimes I try to, you know, take a walk down Nostalgia Road and I'll look up, you know, MSN Messenger or Hotmail on Google Images to see those, you know, what it used to look like back in the day. And Hotmail had like a really nice blue palette to it. And it was just simple, no flashy features, no when you clicked your message it took like 4 years to load because there's so much bloat. It was just a nice functional inbox that looked really nice while you were at it. I've said before, I really like the, you know, the whole arrow aesthetic of, you know, the early to mid 2000s, or even into like the early 2010s. It's funny because, you know, when playing the Wii U for those Wii eShop videos that we did recently, you know, the Wii U came out right at the end of that era where everything had shading, you know, there was transparency, edges were round, and then like right after the Wii U came out, the aesthetic changed to everything being boxy, single colored, flat. So the EU, it's funny how the Wii U is definitely, the EU, I mean, they're out of touch too. We talked about that earlier, but it's funny how the Wii U was released right on that borderline, you know, moment when those aesthetics kind of transition from one to the other. Blockfrog, hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, you can still make a Hotmail email. Well, that's news to me. I'm gonna, you know, take them all. We'll make all the Hotmail emails. You just want the 2004 version of Miniclip back? Ugh. Miniclip.com, addictinggames.com, foxkids.com. There were so many great websites to go play silly games back then. Yeah, I just want Flash games back too. I remember when I was addicted to the Impossible Quiz 1 and 2. It was like a crowning achievement back then to beat both of those. But Daisy, it is your choice for the next game. Blockfrog, awesome! No spoilers, because believe it or not, I mean, shoot, now that I've said that, I'm not gonna look at the chat for like the next 5 minutes, but I'm currently in the process of playing it as well. I actually picked up the Japanese version and have been chipping away at that gradually over time. Basically, whenever I'm not playing NES, I'm not playing any other games I'm working on at the moment. Mother 3 is kind of like, you know, third on the rung right now. You know, of games that I pick up to play, but I am hoping to have it done in the next bit. But yeah, cool to hear that you're playing it too, and hope you're having as much fun as I have had with it. But yeah, Daisy, it is your choice for the minigame. If you maybe just like thinking really hard about which one you want to play. The music is pretty bad. Yeah, Blockfrog, I'm amazed myself that, you know, it came out so long ago and I haven't seen anything really in regards to it. Just basically whatever's in, like, Smash Brothers for some reason. There was no regard at all when they made Smash Brothers Brawl for, you know, the people who hadn't had a chance to play Mother 3. So, you know, aside from that, you know, I'm pretty good. Yeah, have fun with that, and, you know, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, MSN Messenger, AIM, ICQ, Trillin. Oh, Trillion. I said, used to say Trillin. Trillion, though. And Skype, too. Skype was so cool when it was emerging back in the day. You can even have these things called, like, Skype casts, where you could start a Skype cast, and then anyone could join it. So you could just, like, start an open call, and then just any random people could join in. You could just chat with people that way. You know, it's kind of, I guess, you know, there's Discord servers now, just jump into some voice chat. Kind of similar, but Skypecasts were a little bit different. Oh, Daisy got disconnected. Uh-oh, well, that's a kind of a big problem. Because we have no way to operate the fourth player's cursor here. So, Nintendo, this is kind of flawed. I've mentioned before, there should be a way to rearrange who's who. So, like, I could put myself into the fourth player spot now to help us get by this bump, but we're kind of stuck. R.I.P. Daisy, Max Howard. When the emergency came up, Daisy, okay, no problem, you know, things happen. Thanks for letting us know. Okay, so what we're probably gonna do then is, Max Howard, you were asking about, because unfortunately there's nothing I can do. Unless someone else wants to join in as player 4, please let us know in the chat and I'll give you a couple seconds to do that. But otherwise we're stuck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out of the mini games and we're gonna see about actually doing some battles with multiple people. Well, I'm a few chapters in, but still, no discussing anything about that in the chat. There's still possibly other people who haven't played it. And I appreciate that I wasn't spoiled for all this time. And I... Recently, on My Nintendo, so one thing you should do is check My Nintendo. I didn't realize that there was rotating rewards until, like, a long time after I probably should have realized it. But I think it was last November or December, there were actually Mother Beginnings, Earthbound Beginnings, related rewards, which were pretty neat. There's like a notebook, and so I got a couple of those, but yeah. Pretty cool. Okay, so it still seems to be lagging. We're probably not going to play too much longer. I think we've covered the mini game section to quite a good degree. Unless there's anyone in the chat, feel free to mention that you were hoping to get in some mini game action before the night is through. But if we go to the free battle section here. Alright. So this is how you set up multiplayer battles. Like, I could do one player versus you two, or... I wish there was a random. Who wants to be on whose team? Max Howard, you want to be on my team? Well, since you got in there, okay. I'll try this again. Us two versus Scott. Wow, it is so laggy. I have, unfortunately, Max Howard, it might be you who's causing the lag. I don't recall it being like this, you know, before you joined, but it is what it is. Alright, so do I pick the world's most predictable Pokemon? You know, Charizard. I don't think we have Mewtwo unlocked, so we're gonna go down and check that out, but... No. But you know, Dragonite's pretty cool. Any suggestions, Max Howard? Or you might get a chance to pick anyway. And, okay, so we got that. Who else should we pick? Blockfrog. Yeah, the lag's unfortunately really bad. Scotty, because it doesn't matter? Okay, well, we're just having some fun here anyway. Okay, let's do Gengar. Let's do... I've never done multiplayer battles in Pokemon Stadium 1, so this is kind of a learning experience for all of us. I would like to let you pick now, Max Howard, but it's forcing me to pick everything. The stream's probably not going to go too much longer. Sounds kind of like your alarm. So Max Howard, any choices then, since it seems like it's only letting me pick Pokemon? Oh, I can press start? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Blockfrog, you were playing DKC2 on your GBA and the map theme glitched out so bad. It's always scary when stuff like that happens. It's a recurring Nintendo 64 thing where like the music will get all staticky and then like the next time you press a button input it crashes. Or I'll never forget the time as a kid I was playing Mega Man 2 and I beat a boss and it went you know the theme and it got stuck on that last note and then like I was like, what? And then you know, I jumped up and shut the console off. The NES crashing used to really scare me as a kid. I hated when games froze or glitched out. But that was always a funny one that stuck with me back then. It's like, what a weird moment for it to freeze. Bagpipe lag. It does kind of sound like that. Are we allowing legendaries? I mean, I don't see why not. You played the heck out of your DKC trilogy on the GBA. I appreciated it a lot growing up. Being able, you know, the various Super Nintendo re-releases that we got on the Game Boy Advance, being able to play pretty much, you know, all the Mario games except for Mario 1. Although you could play that if you got the NES Classic version. Just not the Mario All-Stars version, unfortunately. But I mean, well, I say unfortunately, we all know that has the weird brick glitch there, which you know, kind of makes it a weird game to play. But yeah, you get like all the Marios on there. You get the Donkey Kong Country games, things like Mega Man and Bass. Like, what a weird Super Nintendo game to put on the Game Boy Advance. But I liked what they did. I think I already picked Dragon Knight, but again, I have no idea how this works. Alright, Scotticus, it's your turn. If you can make it through the incredibly laggy gameplay. Super Mario World should be remade in 3D. So again, I was kind of getting burned out on New Super Mario Bros. By the time the Wii U one came out, but I appreciate that they took a page out of Mario World's book for that one. And made like a giant connected overworld map similar to Dinosaur Land in Mario World where, you know, secret exits can take you to different worlds and everything's kind of connected in a neat way. So I appreciated that they did that. But speaking of Mario World, there is some Mario World related content coming up on my channel in the future. I've been approached by someone to test their Super Mario World ROM hack. So we're going to be streaming that and seeing if we can beat the demo that they're releasing in the next few weeks. Which is cool because I haven't played some Mario World in a good while, so I'm kind of looking forward to trying it out. See what the hacking scene looks like these days. As someone who hasn't really done much Mario World hacking in like a good 5+ years. Made a game called Mario's Ultimate Journey with a Mario All-Stars level editor. That's cool. Alright, so we have 2 Dragon Knights, which is pretty funny. Oh, I see. Okay, so to anyone just joining now, we apologize for the lag. I can tell who your favorite Gen 1 starter is. Yeah, Bulbasaur. But yeah, Mario level editing is a lot of fun. And I used to be super into it back in the day. In 2009, I released Super Mario Omega, a complete Super Mario World ROM hack, which is kind of dated at this point. But every blue moon, someone will either let's play it or bring it up, and it always makes me happy to see that people still enjoy it. But I can definitely look back and see that it's pretty rough around the edges. Diego, you challenged me to a Pokemon battle. The narrator sounds like a YouTube poop. Like Diego, like in Pokemon Stadium? So I mean, this is cool. I hadn't really thought too much about this mode when this game was announced. I thought mainly about the mini games being online multiplayer, but this is neat. A little bit laggy at the moment, but if it wasn't, it'd be really cool. We'll see, Diego, then, if this wraps up. It's taken a little while here. Whoa, that's creepy, the narrator's voice. You hacked Mario World to change Goombario's sprite to... Sorry, to change Mario's sprite to Goombario. That actually sounds really cool, and I've never seen a hack that looks like that. So, either you never released it, or it's just one I never came across, but feel free to share it. I'd love to see something like that. Demon narrator, Big Phil. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Do a stream of the Gen 4 remakes. So yeah, I played a lot of the Gen 4 remakes when they first came out. I'm still super salty that I missed Shaman. Like, I cannot stand DLC like that comes out later and is missable. Because I played it, like, for like the first month that they came out, I played them every day. So much fun. And then I put them down for a bit, didn't think too much about it, and then, just after the event ended, I heard about it. I was like, oh no, I was waiting for that, and I didn't hear about it. So my bad for not looking up more Nintendo news, I guess. But that's how I play. That's how I play my games. I play a game to death, and then say, okay, I'm satisfied with how that went. Move on to the next game, and don't look back. Where I don't like the modern kind of expectation that you're going back to a game every few weeks or every like a month later, even after you've already beat it. That's not how I play my video games typically. Oh, Max Howard. Yeah, I mean, like a real battle without rentals. No, I totally get that. Honestly, again, though, it's been a while since I've played the Gen 4 remake, so I don't remember too much about what I was up to in those games. It's been a little bit. Daisy, welcome back. Yes. Oh, so it wasn't something that you ever ended up releasing. No, I have ROM hacks like that too, don't worry, somewhere deep in the old... I really wish I had my really old ROM hack still. I'll admit, well, I was a silly kid. I did some awful ROM hacks back in the day, like just terrible quality, but that's how you all start out. But I would love to have been able to go back now and play them again just to see how silly they were. But there was a point where I was like, oh my god, the police are gonna bust down the door if they know I have Super Mario World ROMs on my computer, so I deleted them like a freaking moron. But, that was the kid I was. Can't have anyone knowing I got Super Mario World on my Windows XP computer. So yeah, unfortunately because of that, a lot of my old work kinda no longer exists, but at least, I have what I have still. Black Frog. Stop laughing! Do I have Sword and Shield? I do not, unfortunately. But yeah, welcome back, Daisy. Thanks for coming back to the stream. We're doing some actual battles now, but it's laggy. Whoops. Whoop. So yeah, Max Howard, in control here. So, 2-on-2 battles didn't exist until Gen 3. If this was 2-on-2, it'd be really neat, but the way it works right now, where it's just like, one person plays while the other person doesn't really do all that much, not the greatest system. Christian, is this just automated? No, so, Max Howard is the top, so Poliwrath, and Scotticus is the bottom, Dragonair. Again, I thought it'd be more of a team effort, where it really seems to be more just one person plays at a time. We have this awkward Russian Pokemon Sega Genesis bootleg. I love bootleg games. I used to play a lot of them on the channel here, and I actually have a video planned in that regard that I'll be making in the near future. I have a few bootleg related things on the horizon. So should you be into bootleg stuff, definitely keep an eye out. But considering the Genesis, I think I've played 2 bootleg Genesis games on my channel. One being Donkey Kong 99, the Donkey Kong Country bootleg port to the Genesis, and Super Mario Brothers Genesis port, which could have been worse. Although I think we did encounter a glitch in that where I got stuck inside a springboard, so that was fun. Scoticus, in the anime, Jesse and James have a 2-on-1 battle with Ash, and he yells that that's not fair. Ugh, I love the old anime. Anime was great. Not Poliwrath! You sunk my Poliwrath! Okay, so can I pick 2 then? Oh, I was gonna pick, but I guess Max Howard sends out another Pokemon. Donkey Kong 99 was the first bootleg thing you ever saw as a kid, and you were so confused. Yeah, that's right, because there's Donkey Kong Country 3 themed levels, exactly. You're gonna win this one for us, Max Howard. No, keep up the good work. This is awkward. And that announcer too. Sounds like he's underwater. Or he's like anonymous or something like that. Does anonymous even exist anymore? Used to hear about them all the time in like 2010. I don't think you've heard about them since. It's funny because we actually both picked Dragonite. It's funny on the HD TV how you can see how bad some of the textures are around the edges. Your friend gave you the Russian Mario bootleg with the creepy game over screen. That actually, no, so another thing I had for Genesis is actually the Sonic creepypasta. I have that one as well. It was a gift from Miles Luigi. And that's a weird one. I should play that again. Ooh. Maybe for Halloween or something we'll play that again. But yeah, bootleg stuff is cool. I love things like that. Homebrew. You know, nothing against anything like that. I want to play more NES homebrew, and I addressed that in tomorrow's video, where in ranking games that start with the letter B on the NES, I touch on 2 homebrew ones. And yeah, there's a lot of homebrew out there I'd still like to play, but I gotta get that official stuff done first. Shouldn't be too much longer. So creepy. There's no reason why the thunder coming from... I mean, does it come from the sky? I mean, I guess it comes from his body then. So I guess it's not, you know, forming a cloud in the sky, shooting thunder. Because if it was, you know, Moltres still should have been hit by that. Dragonite, done. Which is bad because I also brought a Dragonite. Like, it's strange how you and your partner can choose the same Pokemon. Okay, who do we want? Oh. Gotta get that text box off there, Max Howard, so I can think I'm sending out Gengar? Okay, so then it changes to blue, signifying that I'm the one playing. Got it. Alright, so this should do some decent damage, but not enough. Substitute. Not enough HP, oh no. Right, let's try that again. And of course there's no C buttons. You know, you have to use the right stick to input C directions, and I always worry about pressing that stick in exactly the right direction. It'd be so easy to use the wrong attack. Use Thunderbolt, Pikachu! The Gengar is pretty freaky. His whole battle is like something out of a horror creepypasta thing, with the way it sounds. The Phoenix will rise again, says Scott. Golem. Okay, this is not a great matchup in the slightest. I don't think we brought any water Pokemon, really? Oh yeah, Poliwrath, unfortunately, but... Oh, yeah, exactly. Wait, no, I wasn't gonna switch thing, but I was just looking. But looks like Scott's bringing out someone else. Who's coming? Oh, sorry, not Scott, Max Howard. Venusaur. Oh yeah, I mean, that's a matchup that makes sense. Hack and Quack and welcome! We can go back and do a few more mini games if you know, now that you're here. Right now we're doing extremely laggy battles. I've never done multiplayer battles in this game before, so it's fascinating to see. It'd be nice if it wasn't so laggy, but alright, let's see. Venusaur charging up. But yeah, welcome Hack and Quack, and we can go back and do some mini games after this. Diego, if you had, I think someone's internet's, it just seems to be a little bit slow. I'm not sure if like, you know, it's particularly the number of people. I just think like if one person has a little bit of a slow connection, everyone gets slowed down, unfortunately. So I think that's what's happening right now, but it's all good. Hack and Quack, and you're enjoying the multiplayer late night creepypasta edition? I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, those bloodshot eyes are creepy. Oh, poor Nidoking. I always liked Nidoking. That's what the voice is awful. So after this match, what I'm going to do is we're going to disconnect from the Switch, and then I'll let everyone rejoin, and hopefully that fixes whatever the lag is. This is your comeback after that stream we did where no one got to see your Mario Party win? That was really unfortunate. Thankfully, and I don't want to say it, I got wood right here to knock on, you know, to avoid any jinxes, but the streams have been pretty good in regards to cutting out lately. I've just jinxed it, man. I gotta knock on that wood for like 5 minutes now. Where, yeah, unfortunately, when that happened, Max Howard, we was having a lot of trouble with streams just like after a couple hours, just poof. But thanks for sticking with me during that one. I'm happy we could finish that game, but sorry it didn't, you know, it wasn't on video. Alright, so my Pokemon, huh? Well, you might as well go with Gengar again. Delete Andrew's modem. I don't think it's me though. I think I don't think it's my internet that's causing this. No items in this game, so no one's gonna be using like full restore. Hopefully this can do at least 32. Oh! I was hoping it'd be strong enough to just finish it off, even if it wasn't very effective, but I was wrong. This is comedy gold. Oh, happy you're at least enjoying it. But now, Max Howard, great job. Don't worry, I'll finish this off. Oh no. Yeah, this isn't gonna do anything. It missed! Okay. Oh no. Critical! Okay, it's okay. It didn't even do half. Is it gonna work? Yes. Sounds good, Max Howard. Yeah, don't worry too much, but yeah, it's just weird how it's doing this. Let's see. Ooh. Oh, we're paralyzed. Okay. Well, we might as well keep going. I'm gonna leave Gengar out for now. I'm just curious. I know this is like the worst matchup. How much is it gonna do? Okay, okay, so it just doesn't work at all. That answers that question. What can we do? Pokemon, check. This is so funny, Max Howard. This is awful. Yeah, Max Howard, I understood that now. Thank you. Ugh. Nothing. It dug a hole. It did 1 damage. Is Dragon Rage any good against Golem? I feel like none of our Pokemon are really a good match at this point. It missed after all that. Alright, we're trying it anyway. The audio is actually hilarious. Well, I'm happy you're enjoying it then. Okay, okay. Very good. Dragon Rage's ideal hacking clacking. Excellent. Yeah, Max Howard, that's the plan. And with that speed boost, things are looking good. This could do it, I think. No, not quite. Use a vast antivirus. McAfee, go! Norton! I'm sure someone's done like a Nuzlocke or something where they name all their Pokemon after antiviruses. Alright, so this should finish him off. You're doing that hacking quacking nice. Yeast Bunny, welcome! Hope you're having a great night. Thanks for stopping by. McAfee, Norton, Avast. Malware bites, exactly. Don't forget to include all like the fake ones that you download. Then you have to call the guy, you know, on the other side of the world to help your computer or whatever. Wow, okay. Here we go. Wow. If you get frozen in this game... Oh my god. I could... Yeah, Max Howard, yeah, we can definitely have a Smash Brothers stream sometime. I don't think we're gonna do that tonight. But no, I do like that idea. Ugh. 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 Insert Chucky Dollar. Please, let's just get this done so that... Ugh. If we had lost to the Dragonair with 2 HP, I would have just like deleted my channel. That's it. Alright. That's that, man. That's enough of that. You're taking all the credit, Max Howard. You know, you did it. Okay, we are quitting so fast from that. So I'm gonna get back to the menu here. And you know, I'm not even disconnecting, I'm just quitting. That's putting that cursed game behind us. Oh. Wow, it feels so strange for things to actually be operating at proper speed again. that Dragon Knight had the plot armor of friendship. Great job, Scott. Great job. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about how chunky that was. Wow. But okay. Oh, I need to go online. So I'm gonna boot the online stuff up here again, so that people can join. And if it gets really laggy, oh, you two's playing. Cool. Okay, so everyone who wants to join now should be able to. Let's see what this game's supposed to look like when it's not lagging like mad. Wow. Oh, Stellar, welcome, welcome. Good to see you got in there. Block Frog. How do I stream switch? Oh, I have an Elgato capture card that I do that with. You're so proud of Polyrath for doing the work, totally. No, Polyrath. Lil Welfare, welcome. Alright, so if it starts lagging really bad right now, that might mean, Max Howard, that it's your internet doing it. Alright, let's see here. And I'm pressing buttons, but that's stuck on the screen. We'll see. Oh no, Max Howard, I think it is. So you might want to unplug your router or something like that, but if you might want to dip out for this round though, so we can do a few minigame rounds at full speed. And if your router, or rather, unplugging your router fixes the connection, join back in. I'm so sorry though. That's crazy how it makes it lag like that. You're gonna restart your router. Excellent. Oh, and Miauto joining in. Welcome. Diego. Oh, you thought it was an emulator. So generally, the Switch Online app has been pretty good in terms of lag, but it just seems like sometimes if it doesn't like someone's connection, that's the end of that. Okay, so let's see. Look at them all doing their poses there. Alright, looking pretty good. So I guess, unfortunately, I'm so sorry, Max Howard, but it looks like the Switch really does not like your internet today. But welcome, everyone. Let's do some rounds of mini-games then. Well, it sounds a little laggy, but it's moving at proper speed. That's the key thing. If the sound is laggy, it's okay, but it's if the gameplay is laggy, that's a real problem. So everyone's got to press the A button here, and we'll be good to go. Scotty goes, no, absolutely, don't worry. I typically keep all of my lives up, so you don't gotta worry about that. So Stellar and Diego, you have to press the A button. Block Frog, no. So I figured Max Howard was talking about Ultimate, but yeah, it's unfortunate they haven't put Smash on N64 Online. Probably because they want you to buy the Switch one. As if they're even comparable. But again, so Stellar and Diego, you're going to want to press A on your controllers. Actually, or do I have to go back up here before that works? Oh my gosh, so it's my fault. Like, why? Just because you would figure. It doesn't matter where the cursor is, but... Excellent! Let's go! And let's do 5 again. We're pressing the A button. Yeah, I guess that was my bad. I don't know why it mattered if the cursor was at the top there, but I mean, I guess I understand now. It was my fault all along. All right, everyone, Magikarp Splash. Press that A button, jump, and hit that button. I feel like you can press A before it even says go. Talk about cheap. Yeah, so far this is working pretty well. Ugh. If you don't press A at that right time, you kind of get frozen. Whoa, tie with Diego. So again, I'm player 1, Hackin' Quackin's player 2, Diego player 3, Scotticus player 4. Max Howard, I do plan to do a stream of the Mega Man Battle Network collection. Expect that around noon on Friday. As I'm picking up a physical copy, if I was getting the digital one, I guess I could probably do like a midnight thing, but I'm spending like 80 bucks on it. Might as well get the physical out of it. I mean, 80 bucks, it's in the US, you probably pay like 60. great deal for all the games you're getting, for sure. Definitely a game I'm not upset about paying full price for. You've never played them before. Well, yeah, that's great that you're going to be giving it a shot. Again, all the games you're getting on that collection, you can't go wrong. Considering that Nintendo, rather Capcom, split up the original Mega Man games and the Mega Man X games into 2 separate collections, you are getting way more content on the Legacy collection, in just that one game. So I'm sure you're going to enjoy it. Really cool that you're trying it out. And if you want to see, just how Battle Network works, definitely check out this channel on Friday, as we're going to be playing the Legacy collection then. As for tomorrow, the next NES ranking video is going up. The first 30 games that start with the letter B. So thank you everyone for waiting patiently for that. I hope you enjoy it. A lot of good games in tomorrow's video. The Bs are better than the As in my opinion. So if you're looking for some good NES games to play, yeah, hopefully you enjoy that. Alright, it's sushi time. Where's my hamburger cheeseburger sushi? With a plate of fries on the side. Again, I'm shocked that they didn't localize this minigame to be like a burger restaurant. I appreciate that they kept it the way it was supposed to be. All donuts, all the time. Jelly donut time. It's 10 games, Max Howard. Yeah, when you include all of the different versions. Like, it's incredible, really. Just the value that you're getting. You have Mega Man Legacy Collection 2. Yeah, I love the classic Mega Man games. You can't go wrong with them. It'd be nice to see Capcom actually make some more new Mega Man content, but I guess you gotta take what you can get. Black Frog, you like how slow Nintendo puts games online? It's ridiculous, right? And it's like, we were getting one 64 game every month, and now with GBA and GBC on there, we only get a N64 game like every 4 months. It's crazy. Like, GoldenEye was January, right? So, 3 months between that and this. I like when, they add a new NES or Super NES game every once in a while. I always like to see more of those. Because, yeah, when the Wii U eShop shut down, there was like 97 NES games on there, which is pretty cool. I don't think the Switch has that many yet. Lots of Culture Brain stuff on the Wii U, which I didn't realize was on there. Well, they actually made some great games. Very underappreciated company for the NES, I think. I'm pressing A when I thought I should have been. It was not working. So it comes down to Stellar, Hackin' Quackin', and Diego there. And Diego with the win. Nicely done. Blockfrog, you never seen this game and you love Pokemon? Yeah, it's a really silly game. I like Pokemon Stadium 2 even more, so we'll definitely be streaming that when it comes out. And I said that I wasn't expecting it to be a midnight release. Nintendo, when they release stuff online, it used to not be till like 8 p.m. at night, but it seems like now they're into the midnight release stuff. So when Pokemon Stadium 2 comes out, expect a midnight stream for that. I just wasn't prepared in this case, not expecting it. That was trippy, Blockfrog. You spam the buttons. Yeah, I mean, that seems to be the strategy for that game, Hackin' Quackin'. You need a drowsy in real life? Okay, so yeah, for this one, you press A right before the rocks hit you. But you want to hold it as little as possible, because the longer you hold it, the more your power meter goes down. And again, thanks everyone for stopping by tonight. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. Again, I saw the Mario movie earlier today, so it's been a pretty good day. Wow! Oh, you didn't know what button to press, Hackin' Quack. That's right. I need to get used to letting everyone read the instructions again. My bad. It's silly that I'm the only one who has to press start to start the game. Everyone should have to press start, but that's the way it goes. Nice, Daisy. So for this one, you have to mash either A or B, corresponding with the light that is shown on the machine in the background, with, of course, A being blue, because that's the color it was on the N64 controller, and B being green. Alright, clap in there, let me know you're ready. I like it, I like it. I've had no luck with this game tonight. I don't know if it's like a delay or what. But I feel like, you know, even though I'm pressing the buttons I should be, my meter hardly goes up. Whoa! Hackin' quackin'. With the pull-ahead victory there. Nicely done. Well, Blockfrog, I'm happy you're enjoying seeing Pokemon Stadium. God, they're definitely, they're not games that are discussed too often anymore, and for a long time, no one really, you know, cared to play them. There was a time when Pokemon Stadium N64 cartridges were worth like $10. No one wanted it. But, like all of the retro video games, they seem to be growing in popularity again these days. Ooh, Christian's seen it twice. You saw it in 3D, wow! Yeah, I didn't see it in 3D. I saw like your, you know, basic run-of-the-mill version, but it was still very fun. It's cool that you've seen it like that, though. Okay. So, for this one, this is a tougher one to do on Nintendo Switch Online. Whoa! Diego, you and I were like both flawless. I don't know how I pulled ahead there, but good game, everyone. Gotta take a video recording of that. You love the minigame concept. Yeah, it's some really neat stuff. And I love the minigames in Pokemon Stadium 2 even more. So once that comes out, we're really going to be having a good time. Alright, so this I think I'm the undefeated champion in this game so far tonight. Which is Eleanor back and forth to dig a hole. Again, I use the Pro Controller. I think that the L and R buttons on that are just really good for that minigame. Alright, first to 5, so one more for me. Alright, Hackin' Quackin'. Which one did you like most? Oh yeah, of course, naturally, this is the one that you won. That laggy sound. I don't know why I can't do it, but Hackin' Quackin', nice job. Block Frog, yeah, there was a stream, I guess probably a month or so ago now, where we just played a whole bunch of random Switch Online stuff, and we played the Kirby minigames. Those are great too. I can't wait for Banjo-Tooie. Banjo-Tooie had such a cool multiplayer mode. I don't know if Banjo-Tooie's been confirmed for Switch Online though. I mean, naturally you would think Banjo-Kazooie, there's gotta be Banjo-Tooie, but I really hope we get it someday. Okie dokie. And again, this is a minigame that was made for the N64 controller, not for the Switch controller. So it feels a little awkward, but we're gonna make it work. Dokapon Kingdom! I have the one for Wii. Although I do not have much experience with it. I know it's a pretty popular game. Or kind of, you know, like a... What's the right word for it? You know, hidden gem, people consider it. Sought after for sure. But yeah, sounds like it's getting a remake? That's awesome. Oh, so close. Oh, just barely got that one. And then the gold one pops up after everything else has disappeared. After time runs out. That's silly. And that's 5. But again, everyone's just getting used to the weird online lag and stuff. Nicely done. We're definitely going to do that again, so stick around. Here we go. 5 seems like a good number. Oh, Max Howard, I get it. Very cool. Yeah, I'll look into it. I don't know if it's like a full-fledged thing or, you know, like a download. I'm pressing start. Okay, there. Well, technically, I wasn't pressing start. I was pressing plus. Isn't it funny? You know, Nintendo's the company who invents the start and the select button, and now they don't even have a start and select button anymore. I believe so. Correct me if I'm wrong about Nintendo not being the first console that had a start and select. I'm trying to remember all the buttons on the Atari 5200 controller. I know there's like literally like a pause button. There were 3 buttons along the top. I forget what they were all labeled. Oh, nice. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, anytime a game gets a physical copy, that's a good thing. Alright, everyone, time to get schooled. Down, down, upright. Daisy, yeah, that's what I thought. But you never know. That was a weird lag. Daisy, was Pokemon Stadium on the Wii eShop? That's a great question. The Wii U eShop, or are you talking about like the Wii Shop channel? I don't believe it was on the Wii U, unfortunately. Oh no! I think I messed up the last 2. No, I didn't! I second guessed myself, but... Okay. I might have got the last 2 wrong. Oh, Max Howard, that's terrible. Wow! I am shocked I got that right. Okay, I think... I don't know. I don't know if I got it. Wow. Good job, Diego. You want a Pokemon party now? Yeah, I was saying earlier, they've never really done a Pokemon board game, which is very surprising, like a digital board game. There's a few physical ones out there. There's those Pokepark games on the Wii. What are they like? I should stream those someday. We can experience them together. Yeah, hack and quack it. I'm as amazed as you are. All right, Magikarp, here we go. But I think that's what happened to Star Tropics, Max Howard. It released like the same time as Home Alone on the NES, and Home Alone I think sold more copies than Star Tropics. Oh, it's so sad. Or something like that anyway. Could have just been a rumor. But wow, hacking quacking with the tie there, nice. Nice little stairs we got going on. We tied. Although, don't worry, you're gonna beat me on this one. The Pokepark games are like minigame collections. Interesting. Am I the only person who likes Pokemon Channel? I feel like Pokemon Channel gets a really bad rap, but I grew up with Pokemon Channel, and I thought the concept of having a Pikachu who you watch different Pokemon themed channels with, you go outside, explore the world, meet different Pokemon, answer Pokemon themed quizzes, buy stuff on the Pokemon shop. I thought it was so cool. I thought Pokemon Channel was so neat. And yet anyone I come across who has ever played it, or knows about it, always acts like it's like the worst game. Where, I know, I am happy that Pokemon Channel exists. I thought it was pretty darn cool. But why hackin' quackin'? It deserves, I think, more attention for what it does. Like, I don't understand. Everyone wants to own a Pokemon. So here we have a game where you literally just hang out with a Pikachu all day and watch TV. How can that be a bad game? How can you not love that? Yeah, you're good at that one, hackin' quackin'. Good job. Block Frog, thanks so much for sticking around. Glad you liked what you saw and hope you have a great night. And speaking of that, Hack and Quack, this is my favorite game. Not yet, Christian. So yeah, the ranking video going up tomorrow is going to be the last video made on my current computer, and I'm upgrading hopefully later this week. Is it expensive now? Ugh, I haven't looked the price up for it in a while. Again, it was another one of those games that were just like a throwaway. No one wants Pokemon Channel. So to hear that it's expensive now is very unfortunate. Yeah, anything Pokemon I guess seems to go for a lot, right? Okay, so I think Hackin' Quackin' and I are tied in the lead right now, so he could actually pull out the victory here. I'm not as good at this one as I thought I was. Something about playing it on the Switch. Whoa! Nice job, Diego. That was a close match all around, though. Max Howard. Yeah, I know. It's a nonsensical game for sure. But I love it. I love it. You gotta use your imagination for Pokemon Channel, but it's great. But in Japan, all of their their TVs, you can interact with the show. Like when you watch Japanese TV programs, they'll be like, okay, press the D button, and then when you do that, it brings up options where you can like vote on questions being asked on the show, and different things. Interact. Like when I was in Japan in the hotel room, we played rock paper scissors with the TV. And there was this one program where it's like, you know, input if you pick rock, paper, scissors. And we got points, like, on the TV. I don't know what the points did, but we got them. I don't think we ever used them for anything. So TV is a lot more interactive in Japan. But wow, hacking quacking with the win. That takes you up to 5. Nicely done. It being Pokemon and the GameCube raised the price. Yeah, congratulations, Stellar Steel. Hacking quacking. That was a great game. So, who wants to go again? No, I mean, we were all fighting the lag, of course. Let me see here. Around $60, Christian? Well, definitely not the most expensive Pokemon game. It's not Pokemon box levels of expensive. Oh man, I wish I had gotten that one years ago. Back when it seemed like it was expensive then, but it's nothing compared to today. And the same, of course, applies to, you know, several NES games and such. Oh, okay. You want to do a... Okay. One of the channels is literally counting sheep, Max Howard. I love it. Again, it's just such a strange game. But I really like what's in there. Just like, you know, a slower, nice and easy pace. So, Scott, you know, last time... Oh! Alright. That was, thanks for joining Hackin' Quackin'. That was a lot of fun. You got your victory there. So I could be on your team. Does anyone want to join in to be with Diego? And this is probably how we'll end off the night. Well, you're welcome, Hack and Quack, and really appreciate you stopping by. Hope everything's going well. You're going to eat, Christian. Okay. I hope you hope your internet's was a little bit you know, it's been fixed after you unplugged it. No. You know, in this case, you know, it doesn't matter that the battles are a little bit slower. It sounds really silly, but... And again, it takes a little while here for it to join. But yeah, this is how we're going to be ending the night tonight. So thanks everyone who's you know, stopped by and watched some Pokemon Stadium on release day. This has been a lot of fun. I love that the mini games are available now for us to play. And once Pokemon Stadium 2 comes out, that's going to be really cool too. You can be sure I'll also be streaming that. But all right, it seems a little laggy still, but again, we'll deal with it. So who am I choosing this time? I think we need more water. Seems like water was a big deal last time. Could have used a little bit more in that department. So Blastoise seemed pretty good. Again, I think Dragonite did well. So we gotta go all the way to the bottom to get to him. And who else do we like? Who else? Pretty good. You know, Golem was great, but I'll leave that for Scott to pick, should he choose. Otherwise... Fire Blast, Skull Bash, Tail Whip, Confuse Ray. Yeah, I like that. Oh, and then we got... Go back so teams can be equal. Did I not set them equal? Blastoise, Dragonite, Ninetales, I remember that. I thought that I put you and I on a team, and the other two on a team. I think this is what I chose. Alright, so yeah, it was Blastoise, Ninetales. No, not Clefairy, not Clefairy. The lag took me one higher than I meant to go there. So yeah, if you beat the first loop of Pokemon Stadium, you actually get to battle Mewtwo, and then unlock him in the game, which I wonder if I could go right there. And that's definitely going to be difficult to do with only rental Pokemon. Okay. Alright, so player 2, this is you. Max Howard. Yeah, the stock moves. Yeah, it's just... It's weird using Pokemon that you didn't train yourself. Of course, you got to see what I picked, so you get a chance to, you know, counter that. But Scott gets the last choice, so I'm sure he'll sneak some good ones in there. Alright, Wigglytuff, Poliwrath, and Machamp. Interesting choices. Mental Pokemon are kind of weird, Diego. Yeah, for sure. Alright, Diego choosing now. What's he gonna go for? Machamp as well. Very nice. So is that's the angle I'm getting, is that Machamp seems to be, you know, the go-to. Gyarados, very nice. Those are your favorite Gen 1 Pokemon, Max Hard, but they have bad moves. Unfortunately, it's hard to find any, you know, rentals like you said that have good moves. There's usually a couple stinkers in there. One good move if you're lucky. Well, actually, Diego, I think we stop at 3. That's usually the way it goes. I don't know how it works if Diego picks 3, or rather picks 6. Because then that would be more than 6 Pokemon for each team total. Yeah, so I guess that's just how we're doing it. So yeah, because you're on the same team as Max Howard, so he picked 3, and now you've picked 3, and I see how you're just kind of rearranging there. Gotcha. Nice. Very good. And Scott, that leaves you. Imagine scrolling through this list now that there's like over 1,000 Pokemon. I still can't believe that there's over 1,000. I can't. It's crazy how far it's come. Like, just how far will they go? Like, just how many Pokemon can they possibly create? Imagine there'll be a day when there's like 10,000 Pokemon. If every generation they add like 100 more, and if every 3 or 4 years there's a new generation. Ampharos is really cool. Yeah, Stadium. I like the Pokemon added in Gen 2. You know, it was a nice update from 150 to 250. How many Pokemon from Gen 9 can I aim? Dang it. Wooloo is Gen 8, right? Gen 9. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. There, I did it. I did it so fast, you didn't even hear it. Oh no! Oh no! I wasn't, Yeah, Gen 8's Wooloo. I knew it, Hacking Fire. So, Scott, you picked 6 Pokemon when we were only supposed to pick 3. So, what we'll do, I guess, is... But it's still a little unfair. I was gonna say, you know, if you defeat all of our Pokemon but 3, we'll forfeit. But we still have more choice than the other team. We could go back and re-choose all that. But that would take like 30 minutes. I guess we'll just... Oh, yeah, because you only picked 6 anyway. I get it. Okay. I understand. We only put 6 Pokemon into our group anyway. Okay, gotcha. So I'll pick all of mine. and then you pick the 3 that you like from yours, Scott. So that's just how it works then. Nothing's broken. It makes sense now. Ultimately, we still get 6 Pokemon each, so understood. And you picked the last anyway, Scott, so it's not like you were cheating or anything. Yeah, Wooloo's great. I remember walking into Pokemon Center stores in Japan, and there would be like a guy at the door handing out Pokemon newspapers, and like the front page was like, extra, extra, Wooloo exists. They really pushed the whole buy Gen 8 because Wooloo's in it, and Wooloo is cute in Japan. Because you know how into, you know, cute stuff they are. But okay, let me see here. back to the glitchy voices again. Hackin' Quackin', can give me a hint? Remember your old profile picture. It's the names though. It's the names. Like I can see some of them, but it's the names that are slipping my mind. Let me see. Okay, so that seemed to have worked pretty well. Let's try that again. If we can squeak one in.
What now?
Do I like Poliwrath or Politoed? Politoad's really cool. Poliwrath's just like this massive guy with arms. Ooh. Alright, well I weakened them. Scott, I'll let you choose the next one.
What will the next Pokemon be?
What do you think, Scott? Or do you want me to choose one of my Pokemon? Because Ninetales isn't going to be any good. Dragonite might do okay. But there you go. Well, I'm happy you enjoyed Gen 9, Max Howard. Let's read some of the Pokemon that exist in Gen 9. I'm trying to find a list here. Looks like that website I went to was not a great list. Paralyzing them, I like it. Yeah, the different, you know, statuses you can do in this game on Pokemon tend to work out pretty well. Like, I used Confuse Ray in the last battle, and that's just a great way. Oh yeah, there was that Pokemon with, like, the donuts for ears. Like, I have a lot of questions how that happens. That seems like, you know, science gone wrong. Christian. Unfortunately, Max Howard's internet seems to be a little bit suspect, but it's just a battle, so it's fine. Precision input is not necessary. Alright, let's read some Gen 9 Pokemon. We got Speargadio. We got Florgato. We got Meowscadarda. Fukoko. Crocodile.